So, hello if you've just joined me from the Capricorn one that I've just finished. But if you haven't, welcome. And let me just, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to hear me, but I'm just going to check. Something exciting just happened. Well, you can tell from the title. Pulled a card. Yeah. So, look, I was like, right, give me a card, put something in the title. Boom. Pulled my favourite one. But also, this wasn't in the deck until a few hours ago because I found it when I was looking for another deck. So I only put it back. So what that tells me is, like what comes through all the time, a whole load of true love unions that were sabotaged. Whether it's through self-sabotage, like what's just come through in the Capricorn read, or whether it was sabotage or a mixture of both. Right to love and be loved, heart healing. Either way, when you and your person get to each other, that's the kind of love that this is. Not a lot's getting in between that. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Could we stop Claire and get the thumbnail? um, but basically, this is all the unions leading up to Christmas. Now, this might not factor in any of the rest of this because I'll be talking at loved ones in spirit, but I feel it's basically the loved ones in spirit cheering it on, guiding, whether it's your friends in the spirit world, your family, loved ones, they're all cheering this on for this to happen. Hello, Charlotte. I was actually just thinking it myself. None of the members came on. So if you would like me to, oh, you, no, wait a minute. I done yours, didn't I? I done your cards the other night, didn't I? But would you like a card? You're a member after all. I think you deserve a card. Who's it that hasn't? Renee didn't get hers the other night. Renee hasn't had hers. Lexi hasn't. Lexi might pop on at some point during this. Wait a minute. Rather than me try to think with my mind, it's not going to work. And how are you doing? Are you doing better? Now, don't lie to me. I know I said that the next time we speak, you'd be feeling better, but if you're not feeling good, just tell us. But I hope that you are feeling better. Um, I wouldn't tease you like that. I'm going to pull you some cards. Um, I mean, how can I not when you were the first person to join the membership ever? And when I had the Kofi membership, Charlotte was the only person to join. I didn't have it for very long. And then I was like, guys, I'm just going to do, I think I decided to not have one. But yes, I don't forget these things. Um, oh God, it takes me forever to find the membership bit. Right, memberships. Right, I done Tani's and I done yours. So it is Renee and Lexi. Yeah, Renee and Lexi that I need to do. So right, Lexi. So we keep an eye for Lexi and Renee. Yeah, that's not like Renee actually. Renee, come on. And Renee, if you're watching this on replay, or I'll look out for when you're next on. I'll just do your cards whenever I next see you because I don't think unless I done. I might actually, maybe I done Renee's. Right enough, maybe I done Renee's on the first live stream that I got back to on this. Maybe I mean Renee's really honest. She'll tell me their way, but same thing. I mean, I don't think it was actually. I think no. What I'd done for Renee that time, and I think might have been you. I don't know if no, maybe it wasn't you. Was just I was doing Leo Moon cards anyway. So yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah, Renee still do hers. I think. Okay, so what have we got for Charlotte then? And that can warm us up when we get in this. Now I'm going to put the timer on. Doesn't really matter to what time is it? Well, what matters is the battery, but I can always just do it without the mic. I think I'll just go by the battery. Um, if it's 10:30, right, I'll put an hour and then that'll be 11:30. But sometimes I'll be cute and I'll come off it at 11:44. And sometimes I just ignore the fuck of it and I'll come off at 2 in the morning. But I don't think it's gonna be that. But um Yes, I'm tired, but I'm feeling in brighter spirits generally this week. Oh yes. So Charlotte, I actually mentioned at the start of the live stream I've just finished. I'm so sorry to hear about your uncle, but also because if you watch the replay of that, I didn't read it. Like I didn't see that. Like because I was like I waited until I watched the whole thing. I did not see what you'd said. Like what I saw was I saw so it's total Mercury retrograde thing, but it's also like you know how this works. Like sometimes I've got spiritual blindness. Like sometimes I literally don't see people's comments. It's happened the whole time on Facebook and on here that sometimes so it's please know that for me and for other people that do this on any platform, sometimes all the comments just don't show up. Like they either don't show up to the person doing it, and then confusingly you will be able to see it at your end, or sometimes it's just human error and I just like I didn't see it, but that's what I never know. But I didn't see that. I think it was for me. I think it was more just I didn't see it because I was looking through it, and I don't know. I didn't read it. Like because when I saw Nathan saying I'm sorry for your loss, I thought he meant because I'd said something about your dad, and then although that was a while ago, it's still I just figured he's just, because you do, if someone's talking about it, doesn't matter how long it's been. But then I realized I saw what you said and I was like, oh my God. So I just felt terrible because I was like, I'm sorry to hear about your uncle, but just sorry for not even, yeah. But also like, wow, and kind of like OMG, because like, did your great uncle transition to the spirit world and start talking to me right away? Because I've been seeing Peter for weeks. Like, how many weeks ago did he die? Like, because seriously, it was screaming out at me. So I couldn't believe it when you said that. Um, and this is what I mean about like, look, guys, I don't know what happens to other mediums, but they start talking to me right away. In my own life, I could write a book about the amount of times where somebody has literally just died and they start talking to me like right away. In some cases, like I'm talking like right away. So freaky. They don't really give me any time to. It's weird. It's weird. But it happens. Um, right. So but yes, I did feel you'd be feeling in brighter spirits, so I'm glad to hear that. A funeral tomorrow, but Weds, I'm going to a business event, free ticket, good. Well, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy that, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun of it being Sagittarius season, and you're being a Sag rising. You're looking glowing again today. Thank you very much, Charlotte. I was just saying on the last one that um I think it's just, I feel it is just that divine feminine empress energy that I'm in, because everywhere's just come on Fleetwood Mac. Oh, I want to be with you everywhere. Um, yeah, so thank you for that. Um, believe me, I was not looking glowing only just a few hours ago. I was sitting like just to keep it real with you guys. I wasn't feeling sad today. I just was feeling, and I'd tell you if I was just feeling like I could not be fucking arsed like rushing about. So I just didn't. I just stayed in my leopard print PJs with my new Jaguar black dressing gown. It's got a hood that's like I'm a boxer. Fucking love it, honestly. I'd actually just got myself a dressing gown to sale, and then I saw this. But I was reasoning with my mum the day. I was like, Mum, I actually need a few dressing gowns because it's freezing in my flat, my heat and shit, and I can just, change them about. And she seemed to be on board with that. So she was kind of thinking, like, right, you just want it. But it was a bit of both. Like, I do like it. But seriously, like, because I thought, I like that one because like if I was really cold, I could actually just grab it and I'd wear it here. Like it's really nice. And also it's one of my power animals, the jaguar, so I love it. But anyway, I was like, I was in my shadow. It was like I just had the hood up and I channeled those videos with that on. And some of them were pretty intense. And I don't know. And then I just had a bath and I ate something and I got my shit together. So here I am. But thank you. Yes, goddess. I'm here for that. Thank you, fellow goddess. Um, I'm just grateful for the little sign for me that he's okay. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, well, you never know if he, I don't, well, he's not, Peter, I don't think it'd be appropriate if you come through now because although, I'm not being funny, but I remember, I'll not say what family members, but I remember being at some of my family members' funerals and like feeling them Do you know what I mean? Like feeling them standing there, like looking at it. It was weird, like, but also just it doesn't need to be family members. It can be any funeral I've went to. Like I can feel the person. Uh, like I don't know why this is funny, but I mean it is funny, but I don't know why they make me say it. So someone might have had this happen at a funeral once, but it was like, it was a family member's funeral, but it was like the same song was stuck. So, whatever songs they'd chosen, um the same song kept playing over and over again. And I was standing next to my uncle. And it was kind of like, it was one of the things you wanted to laugh, but it was like the person whose funeral it was as well would have found the funny side of it. But it just always sticks out to me that this song was just stuck on repeat. And I just kept thinking like that was the person that done it. It's funny how, what I mean, like the spirit world both try and make you laugh even at like inappropriate times like that. But then how you may explain, hey, they're laughing too in the spirit world. But anyway, moving on. But someone might have had an experience like that. Oh bless, no need to be sorry. I know how the spiritual blindness works. Oh gosh, I'll have to check the date. Yeah, yeah, it would be interesting because I don't know either. But it was like I watched it. It was because on that program. Oh, I don't know if you have you got Sky Movies. If not, I don't know where it would be. You maybe DVD or something. But it was a good. The song "Need You Tonight's just come on. Do 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 do. Do. I need you tonight. So slide over here. That's the one on Can Fight the Moonlight. What's that film? I can never remember what that film's called. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. You'll know, Charlotte. What is that one where the guy's dancing in the bar and the girl's got a fear of sharing her singing and stuff? Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. What is that called? Whatever, but that's what that song reminds me of. Um, this feels like the theme from what I've just picked up on though in the Capricorn read. Someone needs you tonight. Like they're in a hurry to communicate how they feel. I don't know about tonight, like, but whenever we don't know when tonight is when people watch this. Um, I just checked the dates of the transition, the first and the second of November. Yeah, Coyote, that's it. Coyote Ugly. Yeah. I would never have got that. That's the one. Um Can't Fight the Moonlight. That's not really the tune either. So let me just see. My God, by the way, that could have been. That really could have. I mean, I don't know. But basically, it was because when I was watching this film called. Well, actually, we could know because I would have said it on the videos. Yeah, I think I would have said it on some of the Mediumship Mondays. It depends if it was like, but I think I started seeing that. I think it's more in the community tab. If we wanted to get really geeky, we could go and see because I put in the because I was already on my wee holidays. But I'd said I keep seeing the name Peter. But it was because I was watching that film Grow, which I just had it on again when I had my nieces overnight, and they were liking it too. They didn't get to watch the end, mind you, but it's about a wee girl that she enters a pumpkin contest, but she names the pumpkin Peter. So, and then even at the end of the film, she calls the next one Peter too. So do you know what I mean? It was just the name Peter was, and it wasn't just that. It was like I saw Peter on another film, and then I saw it somewhere else. So, hmm. But I'll look out for that when you know further down the line because it's only his funeral tomorrow. Well, you know, but I mean, I don't believe in coincidence. I think he was already just wanting to let you know he's all right. Right. So let's go into what's a wee message for Charlotte. Oh, this one. Depths of love. Let go of fear to jump into love. Let go beyond attachments. So I feel the 10th of December is going to be a significant day for you. So I feel like anywhere the 10th, 11th, the 12th, because the 12 portal, I feel this is significant kind of surrounding energies days for you. But yeah, I really do feel there's something about, this feels like the same message I gave you the other day. It's like something about you moving beyond whatever kind of attachment or something that might have been holding you back, a bit of fear, and just like, moving towards love rather than fear. And definitely being in that new air frequency, because that's what the dolphins always mean to me. Um, and angelic ones. Divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. And then look, that's got a 9 on it too. Yes, I would say like the ninth, anywhere from like the 9th to the 12th of December is significant dates for you. Now the full moon in Gemini is on the 4th, so it could be that there's some kind of big shift that you have after the Gemini full moon. But so the 9th is a Leo moon. We know how much I love Leo moon. I'd imagine you like it too. But yeah, so that kind of period of time could be significant for you there. But I really do feel there's a lot of healing energy around you just now. And there always is, when we have a loved one pass away, there's always going to be a lot of healing around all the family. But so I feel that's what's coming through there. And creation, unique expression, flow with creation, joyfulness. Yeah. So I think they're just, but it's just echoing what you said, that there's a bit of lighter, brighter energy coming in there, and it's going to help you manifest in your life, because it just makes sense when you're in a higher frequency of joy rather than falling into fear and feeling a bit low, which is why when it starts getting, basically towards the end, it's Scorpio season can get a bit much, when we've had a month of it, it's like, okay, I've had enough of this. But I mean, to be honest, I feel like that about anything. Because I say this all the time, but like I'm the end of Aries and my twin flame's the end of Scorpio. But by the time it gets to the end of any sign, we've had enough of it. We want to move on to the next energy. Do you know what I mean? It's like, doesn't mean, well, hopefully it doesn't mean for me and him that you've had enough of the people that are born on these days, but it's kind of like, well, it will be that for some. But it's kind of like, but there is something in that, like people that are born at the end of, when when the sign changes. Because I've never believed it. I don't believe in cusp signs. I think that's the biggest load of bullshit. I believe it's like you've got you're up against the wall. You're either on the other side of the wall or you're not. So, for instance, like with me, I am 28 degrees in a whatever it is, like Aries. So I am big time Aries. But like I always say, I had to grow into that energy and I own it now, but I didn't always. I was very shy and I was more like sort of Pisces energy, which doesn't make sense, or most people would be like, doesn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense to me. And I feel like that's the ancient astrology because the astrology wheel, Pisces is next to Aries, so that's how it made sense to me. But basically, you know, if I was believing in cusps, like I could be saying, "Oh, like I'm on the cusp of Taurus." I'm a fuck. Are you kidding me? About the only thing about Taurus about me right now is the fucking brown jumper I'm wearing. You know what I mean? It's like no, there is a lot Taurus about me. I have got my Mercury planet communication in Taurus, which is why I'm able to ground people. I'm able to get people excited too, if that's necessary. Like if you're needing some coaching or whatever. But a lot of the time, I'm able to ground somebody when they're anxious or needing healing or listen. Just people just need someone to listen and empathize. Sometimes you can't make it all better, but even just listening to somebody and not trying to fix it all can be the biggest healing thing ever. I mean, that's what we call holding space in a place where everyone tries to make it better and just tries to get you out your bad mood. Somebody that actually just allows you to be in it can be really quite refreshing, which is really what a good counselor would be, in my opinion. You know, let the person be where they are and they'll get themselves out of that, But it's just in the case of me, because I'm a counselor and a coach, I do end up making people feel better too. Do you know what I mean? It's like I honor the Scorpio in the depth. But it's like if you wanna come to the bright side, if you wanna come out of that bad mood, you get it's like I don't always, but I'm seeing that example I've given before nearly 10 years ago now when I worked with someone in person. And she wouldn't. I don't think she would mind me saying. I mean, it's anonymous, and if that woman finds it on the internet and fine, it'd be quite funny, and she'd no doubt get in touch. But it was, she was, yeah, she was a grumpy older woman, didn't crack a smile or anything. But I could tell she wanted to from like the first session. I could tell she didn't want to be that person. But I would sit and I would listen to her every week, and I only done 10 sessions work because you only got 8. But this was when I was kidding myself on I was going to be working in the Matrix, my student counselling stuff. but it was it was 8 sessions, and then she got 2 extra, and I came to the conclusion, my boss did too, she was like, everyone's wanting these 2 extra sessions because they just don't want this to end. And the reason I've come to that conclusion is because one of my reviews is like that. One of the reviews is someone I'd done therapy with a few years ago, quite a few years ago now. She wrote something like that. It's like, I'm booking another block of therapy, not because I feel I really need it, because I just don't want, I don't want this to end. You know what I mean? Like, she was seeing so many big shifts in her life from doing the therapy. But like I said, that her and a lot of other people along the years were definitely one of my most recent therapy clients that I had. Was that just last year? Helped me work out that it's not, I don't call it therapy anymore. It is therapy and coaching. It's my own style of therapy and coaching together. And I can't separate it. I've tried to, I just can't. And that's why people move through stuff very quickly. That ain't counseling, that's coaching, but it's counseling and coaching, which are typically, it's, a lot of people don't mix that, but it's what they do is healing. Basically, it's healing. Who cares? You know what I mean? You're not wasting all that extra money going for years and years and years, unless, like that girl said, unless you really are wanting to expand your spiritual gifts and you're wanting to mentor. So like I said, it does mean that package of mine is a lot more money, because it's I've been doing this 10 years now in public. I've been working on myself 20 years, and I get people the results, basically. So it speaks for, I'm talking very Capricorn right now, very Capricorn moon. But you can start, you can start small and you can work your way up to that kind of stuff. And if people do want to do my bigger packages, we could find a way to break that up so if you're not in a place to pay it all in a oneer. But I've got packages of 4 sessions and stuff too. So anyway, for whoever might be interested in that kind of stuff. But that's why I want to do the group stuff too, because for people that are not in a place to invest in a bigger way, 1-to-1, it gives you that time with me. Well, you're practicing on each other, and then I'm popping in and out the break rooms, and then you could do like a one-off session with me too. You know what I mean? There's different ways. Anyway, so I think it was my aunt's birthday on the 10th of December too. All right, and is that an aunt in spirit? The wee bull. Unrelated, but I need to get something off my chest quick. Someone I really get on with at work, her husband died and she recently came back. She added me on Facebook. My heart just, oh God. All right. So did you just see because she's added you on Facebook that her husband just died? Sorry to hear that. I'm in 2 minds whether to go for a counselling qualification. I'm so heartbroken for her. It hurts. So I needed to. No, that's fine. No, that's what we're. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a shame. Yeah, she's in spirit. His mum says, all right, well, maybe she's coming in wanting to pass on this message. Don't tell me anything about her, because if I start getting my signs from my guides that she's wanting to connect, then I'll go with it. I'll keep an eye out for the rest of the stream. Wait a minute, is that not quite? I don't know what. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, Beck, I don't think I'm the best person to ask about that. I don't know if you've heard my whole story about that. That'll be a book one day. Only you can. I think the best thing to say in this circumstance is only you. The song "Suddenly" has just come on. I don't know how it goes, or is that suddenly? It's probably going to be like suddenly I know I'm in love. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's by somebody called Angry something. Yeah. Basically, what is it? Were you not studying something to do with maths and stuff? So that's totally like the other side of the brain. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what I'd say is just research it thoroughly. The experiences I had were thoroughly shocking. Other than a few tutors here and there that knew their shit and that were great people, but they got fed up. Like one of the guys one of the only ones I really respected, that he moved on to elsewhere after being there ages, and I feel it was very challenging for him to watch me go through what I went through, but there wasn't a lot he could do. Wasn't a great experience. None of the experience. I just think uni's a bit of a. I think it's a bit of a scam, really. I really do. That's the conclusion I've come to. I think it's a bit of a cult. But but yeah, but then when you have to break it down, like if you want to be something that you absolutely need it, like a doctor or a nurse or something, well, you need it. But clearly, for in my case, it's still annoying though. Like I've been very open about that, that it would have been handy if I did have that because I could have had a cushy wee 1 day a week matrix job that I would have. But let's face it, I can't finish sentence. I would have got fucking sick of it because there would have been politics and that I wouldn't. I would have been like, drop me out. I'm out of here. The minute they were like, oh, can you put on a face nappy? See ya. I'm away to work online. I'm not fucking doing that just to be bullied into it like everyone else. I'm out of here. Seriously, that's what would have happened. That's the conclusion I came to. I would have had to leave wherever I was anyway. Um, but sorry to be blunt, but it is what it is. Mercury's conjunct Venus and Scorpio. That was the brutal truth that just came out my mouth right there. Um, but research it thoroughly. That's what I would say. And remember, it's Mercury retrograde as well. So I would. When did you start thinking about that? I would actually, do you know what I would recommend actually? The thing that I liked better than my counselling degree was my counselling certificate because I actually, one of my best friends just done that just for she does that all the time, but she actually done it. Like, that was so funny actually. We actually done the same course, but we both didn't know we were going to do it. And we bumped into each other going there on the first day. So it was just so funny. But it was totally meant to be like this was years and years and years ago now. But yeah, she just done it just to, have those skills there. But she also done it, it does fit with stuff that she will do in her life at some point. She had those natural skills, and you know what I mean? I think it's, but what I would say is not for the faint of heart. You would be okay with your Scorpio and your Venus and Scorpio, but if you're not wanting to go into all your own shit and you're not wanting to listen to other people's stuff, I mean, being a counsellor full stop, that's not, you're in the wrong job if you're not got the patience to listen to people. You do have to dig quite deep into your own stuff. And I think sometimes a lot of people didn't, I don't know how people don't realise that, but a lot of people in my degrees didn't seem to realise your own shit's going to be dug up. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people didn't like that. Um, but but yes, you will work that one out. Maybe you can do both. But no, I'm so sorry to hear about your friend. That's terrible. Have you reached out to say like, did he like when did he die? Was it like recent? Um, this lady got on really well with my mum. We bonded over that. Part of me thinks I'm naturally got the skills, but it's always been mentioned. Oh yeah, you do, Charlotte. You totally do naturally have the skills. But it's one of these things that's like geeking out. Do you know what I mean? But I always say that. Like I loved that way more than the counselling degree. Like I just the teacher I had was phenomenal, and I don't ever really use the word phenomenal, but she really was. Um, and again, weirdly, like I said, I'm a soul midwife and a death doula, whatever word you want to use for it, meaning there's been so many instances in life, even before I've stepped into officially, being a shaman. Like I was always doing that. Like it's my past life gift because like I would like so say I worked in a nursery, it would just so happen that that nursery was going down the shitter. You know what I mean? It was being ran by bullies and Christ, that's basically every nursery I've ever worked in. Private nurseries are a hellhole. Sorry if you've got your kids in private nursery, but please make sure these places are being ran properly by nice human beings. Usually the girls that are actually doing the work are okay, but the people at the top, usually toxic as fuck. Bullies. That's been my experience. I hope it's changed. I'm sure that's not everywhere, but that's some brutal truth coming through too. Um, but and I just got sick. I got sick of it because people just sit on the truth and they don't grasp people. Oh, that's great. No, I think you need to take the whole being a grass thing out of it when it's people's precious little beings. That's what I had a problem with. Like nobody likes a grass, but when it's like meant to be like one adult to three babies, and you're fucking leaving one person with 9 babies while somebody fucks off on their break for like an hour. Seriously, that used to happen in some of the places that I work. People took the piss. There was all types of weird power dynamics, a lot of bullying at all different levels. People that just knew they could get away with fucking off and talking to their pal for an hour. Imagine something did actually happen in that time. I couldn't stand all that. It broke my heart. but it was you were left at again. I won't go too deep into it. It'll kind of be a bit cryptic, but something I remember. I was having flashbacks that I remember once that would happen to me. Like someone left me to go on a break, and then I wasn't happy about it, but someone left me. And but what was difficult about it was like my friend's baby was in the room at the time, and of course she happened to come in. Right, it's like her baby's been fucking like really happy as Larry because her baby loved me. I just love babies in general; they love me. But it was like right at the moment her baby got quite upset. My friend had walked in, and it was just kind of like it caused a bit of a. We didn't argue, but it caused a wee bit of shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like but then I was kind of like that isn't my fault that I've been late, and she knew the score, so it's kind of like But that's what I'm saying about that. Neither of us should have been put in that position. You know what I mean? And that shit used to happen all the time. So I'm just they're blowing the whistle and the shit that happens. You know what I mean? Make sure that your child is getting looked after properly. That's why care inspection things are important. But unfortunately, they announce it. They announce it to these places. So it's like, the place could have been fucking a shithole falling to pieces. And they'll get a wee warning. Oh, like we'll go up to Asda or whatever and buy a whole load of. Now I'm mixing up with the first nursery I ever worked. Well, the second nursery I worked in. That's what they would do. They would run away and buy a whole load of new. Like all year, we wouldn't have had new buckets and spades and that, which wasn't great because we lived right next to a fucking beach. And right when they got wind, they'd run up and get all the new stuff, so it looked like they always had it, and they didn't. Fuck it, honestly. I literally nearly took one of my managers to I that's so weird. I used that word earlier in the video that I filmed. Would that be right that it was a tribunal? But I was just a teenager and I was prepared to take them to for I can't even remember what it was. I don't even think it was for me. It was for someone. That's what I was always getting, even from a young age, it was injustice. Because somebody got really unfairly sacked when I worked in a nursery when I was younger. Again, this is that long ago. I can just fucking tell the story. We all went on a night out, we got pissed, and it was like they created a false sense of security. And the girl, I really liked her, but she got a bit mouthy. She was really funny, but she just when she was drunk, she was being too cheeky to one of the bosses. And the next thing you knew, Monday morning, she got sacked. We couldn't prove it. That it was because she'd said too much on the night out, and that's. But sorry, it's only as I'm reliving these memories, I'm realizing how toxic this place was because it was like they would give that impression, oh, we're all pals and we're all palsy wowsy and we're all a family. Yeah, toxic as fuck, codependent family. But like the good side to that was like I was having fucking none of it. I couldn't care less the reason they were given. I marched right in. I'm sounding hard as fuck doing this, eh? And I wasn't. I was really shy, but I was like, something came over me, the Mars and Scorpio, and I was like, that is fucking wrong. And I'm being careful not to say people's names, but I marched into that office, like, opened her door, and this woman was scary, by the way, my manager. But like, I walked in and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "That's why have you done that? Like, you know why you've done that, and that's so unfair." And you know that she was drunk, and what she said wasn't even that bad. It was fucking true as well, but it wasn't even that bad. And they didn't, yeah, but it was like, she was like, calm down. I know you're upset, but this is my reasons. And it's like bullshit. Like, yeah, I'm not buying. Like, I knew what it was all about. Everyone knew. Um, but to the best of my, I was the only one that marched in and said that. And the thing is, the reason I was right, she didn't fucking give me any type of warning for going in. I was, swearing. I kept my voice. Obviously, I was far enough. The office was right away from the children, I might add. And I think it was first thing in the morning, nobody was there. But it was like, I was crying my eyes out. It was actually really traumatic because I felt completely helpless because that girl didn't deserve it. And she was quite young and she was really jolly and she was fucking brilliant. It was like, she was she was one of these total lights that like it was really needed in that at the time, especially because I think she was in the older room with the kids fucking loved her. She was brilliant, but it was evoking jealousy in that manager. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Let's hope there's not loads of people that follow me from the back. Fuck. If people were following me by that back from the past, because we're talking 20 years ago, that's really scary stalking, but you never know. I sincerely doubt that. I mean, there is some people stalking me from 20 years ago, but I doubt it's from these nurseries. But you never know. I'm saying that though. I can actually now think of a few people that have. they're not stalking me, but they might tune in because they like this stuff on the quiet, but they'll know exactly what I'm saying. But anyway, true story. Very unfair. A lot of weird bullying that goes on in these places. Not so much in the council nurseries, and I don't know how it is now because I've not worked in these places for ages. But council nurseries, there's a wee bit more regulation, but it can still go on. But private nurseries, it's fucking anything goes, man. It's yeah. So I'm just going to finish Charlotte's message though, because anyway, I was finished it, but I'm going to just pull another. Part of me thought, yeah. So I read that bit. I knew her. Yeah, I knew her husband died, but it didn't hit me until now. I spoke to her recently. I've gone through so many deaths. I knew how to talk to her, and she yes. Well, I'm sure she did really appreciate that. Right, let's get one more card for Charlotte. Cosmic self. You are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. So, yeah, I feel like there's something here about um like if that feels like, ascending whatever kind of energy was trying to pull you down. And it just feels like the general, like you were really feeling the heaviness of the Scorpio energy and just like that shift of you being sad rising and now that, it just is. It's a lighter energy. Um yeah. Okay, so and yeah, look, feminine, divine feminine, receive your birthright, unconditional love. I just feel like it's like that's from another deck, but I'm like hearing it's safe to soften. And I can't help but feel because you're going to be at a funeral tomorrow, it's like, just that sort of warning that make sure that, you take, hopefully you're not rushing back to work or anything. I know people often do have to do that, but just, a lot of healing and love coming into you. And will not bring through Peter because, like I said, that's. I mean, I'm not feeling him anyway, but like even if I was, I just don't think. I don't think so. You know what I mean? Now I'm gathering this was an older uncle of yours, but it's doesn't really matter what age anyone is. It feels a bit much. You know what I mean? Like let's leave a bit of time because the time that gets left isn't even a lot. With what you saw about how my pal's dad has already come through because even that's and if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you watch the Sagittarius one and I tagged I put it in the I think I must have put it in the comments too, but I've put it in the community tab. If you actually want to watch the bit where I say, well, it's him saying it through me that he was going to make something fall, and whatever else I said because it's personal to her. Well, we all watched it, but it's like I don't want to start crying. I mean, it's fine if I start crying, but like I can't really put in my eyes are starting to water already. I can't really put into words how happy I was, when my friend texted me saying, well, first of all, I laughed when the thing fell off the thing when she was watching what I was saying. But like it's even now, like I'm just like, fuck, isn't that amazing? Like he only died a few months ago. And she's just trying her best to get through it. And when I last saw it, it was like, look, he's not coming forward because he's coming forward because he needs to give you the time to accept it. And it's a bit, but sooner than I thought. I did think it was, but it was the right time. But that might just be that she came through just to say what he said because he said about Christmas, and then he might, hold off a bit. But what I'd said is that he was going to flood. He's going to flood her when she's ready. But it's just it's just nice to know because I know that I know that it's she's back at her work and that, and I know that that would have been meant a lot to her. So I'm just honoured that I was able to do that. And like I said, I know you might be thinking, oh, it's your friend, so you knew I didn't know her dad. Apart from at her party, she would have been like, oh, this is my dad, but I don't even remember because I was a bit nervous about going, and I was with my other friend, so me and her were chatting away. But I think when I've went in, she said, oh, this is my mum and dad. But anyway, Thank you. Me and my eldest are off to see Wicked. Oh, I want to see that. I keep hearing all the adverts of that. I was going to quote it. You could tell I was going in that voice, and I can't remember. I can't remember. It's like the haunting music. I wonder when it'll go on. So if it's only out of the pictures now, when will it go on the movie channel? Maybe like March or something. Maybe not as long as that. But yeah, I loved Wicked, so I look forward to that. Right. How do I want to do this? Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not like, because like I said, it's like anything, you know what I mean? I can't force them to come and chat if they don't want to. And half the time it might be because I've had enough. But I'm just going to do some collective stuff. And if I feel an energy around me, then I'll go with it. But other than that, oh, what are these? The tantric cards. Ah, I could have used them for today. This is very today's energy. Let's shuffle some of these. What do we need to know about this? So, this is going to be a tantric message, which goes with Venus conjunct Mercury. Yes, the mic's still on. If people miss me saying that, because this is a different live stream, if the mic dies, can you please just put the microphone emoji and then that will let me know that the mic's died, because it's probably going to die. Oh, wait a minute, never mind the mic. The fucking battery's going to die soon. 13%. Well, 13 is Scorpio, the death card. So something is ending for something to begin, a transition. The song got, wait a minute, how does that go? Got to be certain. Kylie Minogue's on right now. God, she looks about 12. I don't even remember how that goes. And now it's finishing. Anyone remember how that goes? Tell me some of the lyrics. What's the song now? It's 80s tunes anyway. Someone's given it all of that. That's all I'm seeing. Oh my god, now it's Jason Donovan. Nuff. Oh my god. Sorry, this is quite funny when I'm reading about twin flames. Nothing can divide us. I'm going to be honest, no idea how that goes either, but just the name of the song's quite funny. Nothing can divide us. Oh my god, and also Mary Magdalene and Jesus guided unions, nothing can divide us. That's quite funny. Um right. Oh, I didn't put any of the I mean it's just for replay, it's good to have that for people too, but I didn't we just got right into chatting and I didn't put any of the stuff down, but now I'm hearing it's got to be perfect. It's got to be worth it. Second best, but I won't take anything less. It's got to be. Yeah, I don't know why I'm hearing that. Somebody might be perfecting a plan, or you might be feeling like you need to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. Um, there's lots of ways that could fit. Why does that not? Oh my god! Why can't I see it? Why does this happen? Why did it not happen on right? I'm taking that away because there's no fucking way I'd be sitting doing that anyway. 15 minutes we can handle. That yeah. So if anyone wants a 15-minute reading, there's the details for that. If anyone wants to just donate whatever through the inbuilt button, I'll pull you a few cards. And if you want to book a session, there's a general link. If you've never had a session with me before, make sure you book the one that says your first session. I'm actually going to warn people now. Oh, it's 11:11 divine timing. I'm going to warn people now. I don't know when I'll take that away, but oh, and you're saying 11:11 too because the chat's a bit behind. I don't know that I'm forever going to keep that because that is possibly too generous to have that. But I'm not guided to take it away yet, but I'm just giving a wee bit of a warning. Like, I suppose because there's been a theme today about not taking people for granted, and I don't believe anyone does. But if you've been kind of sitting on your, sitting on it a while, thinking, oh, there'll be plenty of time for me to do that, it's maybe just a bit of an energetic kick up the arse that, I could see it getting into Capricorn season because that is about money, business, success. It's about goals as well. And, if things, because I'm really good at teaching other people that, but I can be a bit slow to change it myself. If something's been the same price for quite a while and you've got continuous proof of being good at what you do, it is wise to put your prices up. Otherwise, you've not really got a business. Like, what's that quote again? I was on a business thing, and they said something about if you're not able to raise your prices by at least 10% or it might even be 15%, after a certain period of time, then it's not really, you're not really serious about business. And actually, I know a lot of people that would find that quite hard. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's the Capricorn energy channeling through. Actually, let's get some money cards. But yeah, I'm just sort of saying that, if you've never had us, so that's for people that you've never had a video call with me before, or yeah, so basically you've never had any type of video call with me before. So that even means if you've watched me for 5 years but we've never had a video call, you can still book that too. But and this is a big but, if you have had that at any point, I don't even care if it was like 7 years ago, because somebody did try that once, and it was somebody that ended up being a secret hater, basically. But like even people that aren't secret haters have been chancers over it. And not happened for a while, but I'm just sort of saying, don't make it awkward, because if somebody tries to do that, I'll call it out, because I would encourage someone else to deal with that. So if I felt someone was being a chancer, like just basically don't, it's not worth doing. I can spot when someone's making a genuine mistake between somebody chancing their luck. So it's wise just to not even try it. But yeah, so if you have already had that 144 first one, then make sure that you do buy the regular session, and it's clearly marked and all the things on this. It's a bit confusing on the main schedule, right enough, but that's why I put regular session that on the things that I put in the community tab and on all the videos and that. And anyway, if you're confused about what to book, just email me and ask. When it gets busier, I will have somebody helping me with the emails. But just now, I'm still in that place where I need to delete tons and all of that. Maybe I'll use the time over Christmas, but maybe I won't. But so yeah, if you have emailed me and I've not emailed you back, if you're on here, if it's been like longer than a week and it looks like I'm working, please say to me, because I probably got lost in the sea of emails. But I don't tend to do that. Whenever I've done that over the years, it's always been meant like once somebody had sent me like a big long fuck off, like basically just dumped like all of their trauma, and like it was just a big long, yeah, just like, and the thing is, I can say, because again, that I'm using examples of people that did turn out to be like, yeah, secret haters, because this is a different person now. But even if it's not somebody, it's just basically, that is not what the email is for, because it's you should be getting in touch because it's like, to update me on something about a last session, or to ask a query about, something, a general sort of thing about, do you, I mean, even with that, do you have any recommendations about what to book? Well, no, because it's kind of, that's a bit awkward when I'm the one that you're it's like you're better just making up your own fucking mind by watching other people. And but again, it depends. I can't think of a way to word it right now, because I have got lots of different sessions. Like, I've got past life regressions, I've got future progressions, I've got hypnotherapy, I've got the general regular sessions are what most people book, because it means that you've got, a mixture of the different skills that I've got that we could dive into. Whereas I have got sessions just now, and again, that might not be forever either. That I have got ones at 144 that anyone can book, even if you've had this first one. But that is strictly only for hypnosis or EFT. So if you wanted to do, like, say, 30 minutes of telling me what your issue is, and then 30 minutes of us tailor making it to the tapping. You can have that on that session, right? It's telling me low battery now. Your Mac will sleep soon unless plugged into a power outlet. But I don't know if I'll need to do that. But yeah, I'm just giving a bit of a warning. I did say on one of the, I think the first live stream, I might do a slight price increase on some of the things. I don't know about all of the things. It might be all of the things, but some of the things. So, because I've not done that for a long ass time, other than my biggest package, which very rarely do people put that anyway. But they just told me for when people do start wanting to do that, it can't be the price that it was because it had been that for fucking years. I've lost yous. There you are. Anyway, all that business chat over, but that is very Capricorn moon right now. What have we got? Why is that all coming out? What does somebody need to know? We'll do a bit of collective stuff. Focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling throat chakra of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So I would say someone's needing a message there about I would that feels like a very strong. So this is quite funny because I didn't, I don't know where I've put those astrology business cards, but I will find them for. Well, I might just do them a random. If I find them, I'll just do them a random thing. I'll just fit into one of these. But that could maybe be the extra thing that I do that I just fit in somewhere. I'm just using these cards for it. I feel there's a price increase that's needed. Like I feel I'm talking to somebody where if you don't do that, you're going to regret it. It's like, that's the thing. You feel it. It's more like a frequency and an energy thing. When you're getting constant great results for people, but you keep your things cheap, you know, a lot of the times, like, if you've got a pricing thing and there's, say, like free prices, because I was even noticing this with myself, like, when I was looking up something on Amazon and it was like, I was more pulled to the thing that was more expensive, but there's the kind of thing in the middle. And so it feels like that's a message for somebody that it's like, people are just like bypassing you because you're too cheap. Like, so I don't know who needs to hear that, but that message coming through. Right. And actually, let's just try this. This is a bit when the battery's low. This is the thing. We'll just do it for the time that we've got. We'll just get wee quick messages. Right. Block out distractions. And that's what I was just doing there as well. I was just asking, is there anyone that wants to come forward and give a message with that? So I'm going to start giving a message and then I'll tune into who this is. But there's definitely, I can feel there's someone coming in. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule, working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. This is a very strong, clear message that I'm getting. In someone's business, you've been getting loads of signs and synchronicities that you need to have a price increase somewhere, whether it's on one service or everything, or whatever. It depends if someone's got a product or a service or blah blah blah. So it might even be that you need to get someone's help with on what to do there or something. And sometimes it can just be you just need to bounce your ideas off someone you trust. Like I'm good at helping people with shit like that. But it might be that in other things you need to go to an accountant, so you'll just know whatever you'll know whatever it is for you. But it's like I feel like you're too busy and like you're being like pulled into helping. So it more feel like there's someone trying to tell me it's like you're being pulled into helping other people with their things, but I could see how that could actually be you're just it's a bit complacent actually. It's like what I've said, right? That like I could quite easily just be happy as a pig and shit, like working with one-to-one sessions, and coming on the live streams and doing the, whenever people want like the wee cards here and there, or sometimes occasionally people will book the 15-minute one, and I could just like roll on through that and not channel any of my energy towards the group work. But something would feel a bit wrong about that, because I know, and it's quite funny because the numbers are my Twin Flames numbers right now. That's me holding myself back and staying stuck in a comfort zone, and it feels a bit uncomfortable. But what's a bit frustrating is like I'm putting the offers out for the group thing, and it doesn't feel like anyone's really wanting to do it or ready for it. So it's kind of like moving about with stuff. But so yeah, if this is resonating, I just feel it would really be hitting you in the heart, that it's like I feel you're procrastinating and you really need to sit down with like, and I say this to people quite a lot, but it's because this is what I need to do. You need to sit down with a big blank bit of paper before you even get the, because I've got all that shit too. Sometimes that can put you off, like the weekly planner, the monthly planner, the wall planner, the diary, all that shit, right? Appointment book, all that stuff, right? Something's a waste of fucking money. I bought an appointment book and it wasn't even what I thought it was, and I was like, oh my Christ, I could have used a notepad. But the thought was there, the intention was there. But what helps me is just getting a blank bit of paper, or even like I'll just use the back of the weekly planner and put all your ideas down, just brain dump on that. Then you can transfer it to something. Do you know what I mean? So if somebody even needs to hear that, that's very simple, but somebody even just needs to hear that. But you need to block off the time and the distractions so that you do it, because I feel you're not making the time to do it because you're afraid of it, which makes sense. I've been there, but trust me, you'll know. And actually, the people that are meant to be on your level will happily pay it and meet it. It's like what I say, people have seen me test this for literally 10 years. It'll be 11 years next year. Every time, and I mean every single time, I put a sale on, and sometimes a big sale, like half price, nobody buys. Nobody, or one person. What does that tell you? It's some people think, what's the catch? Or it's like, people are happy to pay full price. Like that, I'm on the receiving end of that. Like, yeah, it's great to get a deal, but I'm more lean towards like, I'd rather pay somebody the full price. It's kind of like, I don't know. It really depends on it. People look at that different ways. It is great to get, put this way. It's great for me. It's great to get things in the sale when it's like clothes or something. Like I fucking love that shit. Like, like I found a cool discount off my boots and it's like a fun feeling. But I have to be honest, see, when it comes to people's services, I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable about it. Unless it was maybe one of the bigger investments, and it's still a big investment even with a big discount. But with the other stuff, I don't know, it makes it, and it's probably because I am a service-based business, but it shouldn't, not everyone will feel like that. But yeah, I feel that's who I'm talking to. It's like you really need to talk to somebody you trust. And it's like you need somebody to big you up. It feels like the example I've given before of when I came into contact with somebody just in my personal life that makes, I told this recently, but somebody that makes these amazing gifts, like, that take hours. And some rude fucker had basically said, oh, I know somebody that does that for cheaper. No, whoever you are, fucking cheeky bastard stranger, you don't know somebody that does it for cheaper, because it won't be what that lady does. No way, because I saw the result of what this lady does, and they were fucking astounding. And they're a lot of money, but they're worth the money. You would happily pay it for the magic that she does. And that could be applied to a service-based business or a product. You've got to own it. You've got to own that shit. If you're the only one that can do what you do in the way that you do it and the blend that you do it and all the different things that you put together, own it. Boom, drop the mic, love it. So yeah, I'm a good random business coach. Dreams of abundance, yeah. And when you actually own it and you go for it, dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas and answers to your sleep. If this is yours, be sure to record your dreams in a journal, because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires in reality. So before I get distracted by what you're saying in the chat, so I feel, but I mean, keep it coming because I'll look after. But I feel, who is coming to give this message? I feel this is an older man that is like a extended member of the family. It could, I even kind of want to say it's like what I do sometimes, like, like dad's best pals in the spirit world. So yeah, I feel like actually he's coming. So I feel this is like somebody who's going to connect with this. It's like an older man, but it could have been like your dad's friend or something that you would call like uncle whatever, or you might not have called them uncle whatever, but you considered like, so for instance with my dad's friend, like I didn't call him uncle whatever, but I considered him my uncle. It's that kind of vibe. So whoever that is, to whoever out there, and it doesn't need to be that someone in the live stream, it can just be somebody that watches a later date. That's who's giving you that message. And I want to say it's like the kind of energy with this guy is like kind of cool dude, kind of rocking, rolling. Like, you know, I know I said Danny Zuko earlier, but I'm getting that again. It's like somebody that's kind of fancies themselves a bit, has a bit of banter about them. Maybe never really grew up. So this could be somebody that, you know, kind of, it doesn't matter what age they are, you know, kind of was in that kind of fun kind of energy. Like, um, it's somebody, yeah, they're trying to hype you up from the spirit world. So they're seeing what you're doing and you're good at what you do. And they're trying to hype you up from the spirit world. Um, It's this message for me because I mean that I literally did just describe my dad's. I'll be watching this back and I'm like, that's for me. I'm I'm taking this message on board. That's actually so funny, but no, because that did actually that's really similar to a message I got. I've just realised that's so funny, but it's not just for me, but it's they used something that was said to me. That's really funny. Right, okay, so what else? And then we'll see if anyone wants to claim him on the replay, unless anybody connects with that right now. So it feels like someone that would have been a family friend, you know, a friend of the family. It might have been an actual uncle, but I more feel it's somebody that you called an uncle that wasn't really an uncle, your dad's pal, you know, someone that you're close with. Heart awakening. Awakened acceptance, divine love, give and receive in balance. But it fits with what I'm saying. Like something's out of balance, something's out of whack here. It feels like you've sat too long in a comfort zone, and the energy needs to shift. The energy needs to shift. You need to see your worth. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration, love are coming to you. So the name Paul could be significant here too, with Paul the Venetian and soul expansion. That came through the other day. Holy shit, that came through the other day. So that really is significant. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So, right, okay. So we'll let that message go, and then I'll delayed response as I'm washing up. But the business astrology cards sound good. Yes, sorry, I don't know where they are. I found the box, but I've had them for a while. But so I'll use them when I find them. It doesn't need to be Capricorn Moon. I will come out of my rigidness. When I need it and there's a discount, awesome. But otherwise, I buy when I'm guided, regardless of price. Yes, but again, that is because you are a service-based business too. But generally speaking, though, Charlotte, it is like you know that because I've said it for ages. Like yeah, more people buy at full price than they do in a sale, and it's just a weird one because it's like it used to annoy me. It doesn't annoy me now. It weirdly kind of flatters me because it's like it's just I don't know. So it is a weird one though, but it's because of what I'm saying. It's like people, um, well, new people will be suspicious because why are you so cheap? But people that are with you, well, it's different kind of feelings for different people. Would you do a business group something? Um, Well, yes, I could completely do that for Capricorn. Yeah, Charlotte. I mean, Capricorn season is, well, I'm off for half of it because it's the 21st of December to the 21st of January. I suppose if I got the finger out and I planned it and people wanted me to do that, I would actually be quite excited to do that. Because I do love it. Like I do, but I always just randomly fall into it. I either do it with people on sessions if it comes up in a personal session, or when I'm on a live stream and someone's at like I do it and it's kind of like, but an actual, but yeah, it could have a sort of focus of tapping into people's businesses and what you want me to help you with. Because like I said in the I wasn't kidding when I said in the post, I say it fairly often, I've got Jupiter, planetary luck, expansion, growth, but it's also why I always say you've got it's preparation meeting opportunity in Capricorn. And I've also got Neptune in Capricorn. So Neptune is like magical, mystical Pisces energy, like our Pisces Charlotte, in Capricorn. So that's what I mean. It's like I really do use astrology and my mystical mix to tune in to people's businesses and what would be good for them, and I weave it with all the fucking thousands and thousands of pounds that I've paid for different business groups and one-off things. You name it. I just love shit like that. I love keeping my mind going. I do like the paid things, the free things, that's why actually. Do you know the other thing is? I don't want to say it before I'm decided on it, but if people aren't wanting to do the group things, the one-off things or the ongoing like the Clairs, is it that people want me to do the 5 day challenge? You know what I mean? But the only reason I'm kind of stalling on that is because full transparency. When I do the 5 day free challenge, which if you're new around here, my 5 day free challenge is called Fuck It, Let's Go, because it helps people beat procrastination, self sabotage, basically staying stuck. And it's I put it across as, what I just said, but it's really about jumping your highest timeline and beating limiting beliefs, and it's to do with ascension, right? So it's not, I don't make a secret of it, but I kind of do. It's like, I'll say it's this, but it's always like so it might just be that, like, I've not got a choice and I'm meant to do that because it was kind of on my heart, really. I think I'd roughly planned to do it in December. I think I had. So this might be the kind of warning I might. But when I do the free 5 day challenge, it's like I will help people for those 5 days. And it always shifts people. If you choose to do it and you do it every day, it will shift your energy in a big way. Um, but I kind of felt like I can't do it when there's not that many people doing it because it's so much fucking time and energy for me to put out on top of what I already put out. And then when nobody buys anything at the end of it, and I can't, like, it's, what I mean? I don't want to put pressure on people either because it's just, people will buy it. But the thing is, it's like, I kind of do need to I need to use Matt to tune in. Is this going to be worth my time and energy? Because it's a lot of time and energy. So it's kind of pointless if at the end of it, everybody gets what they want and then I'm knackered and nobody's bought anything when I could have just, held off until there's more people. But I mean, to be fair, I haven't run it. Like, I haven't run it for a while, so there is way more people than what we had before. So maybe it's worth me taking. Wait a minute, now I need to stop and do my own business astrology without the business astrology cards. Am I meant to do it? Make it crystal clear. And actually, here's what we'll do. Because I felt my loved one in spirit helping give the message for whoever else that was for. I don't know if it wants to be him or someone else, but I'm going to say, am I meant to do that 5 day free challenge like before Christmas, or is it meant to be in January? And make it crystal clear to me, please. Resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely as needed. Saving. Oh, Christ, that's a big message. Savings. You always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. Moving up. Yeah, ascension. Career is on the rise. New offers, opportunities, salary increase. Go to the next level. Holy shit, right? So I get what they're saying here, right? And for anyone else that might resonate, I feel what they're saying is I have got the resources, I've got the energy. It's worth the risk. Use the energy wisely. But when I earn from whatever I earn from that, put it aside. My mum said it to me the other day. I'm terrible. I'm a Sag. I'm a Sag moon. Like, Sag Moon is just like, go big or go home. And it's kind of like, that's not the best. I'm good at giving money advice, but I don't know. It's like sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on. Well, actually, I was going to say this isn't about me, but actually, I am asking about me right now. But that's more answering the question. Careers on the rise, new offers and opportunities, salary increase. But look what I was just saying, salary increase. Well, my salary does increase when I put up my prices because I'm worth it, and so are you if you've been guided to do it. Go to the next level, moving up. It's just a crystal clear message. Sorry for the pun, but it really is. It's like when you step into where you're meant to be, you're meant to move from where you are, build it, and they will come. You'll attract a whole load of new clients. And I know what it means. It's because I've always, the whole time I've done this, I'm always like getting pulled into people that are saying they've not got any money and all of that. And I actually don't get, I hardly ever get that, to be honest. Every now and again, and it's okay, don't feel like you can't say if you haven't got money or stuff. But what I'm saying is, it's like you got to be careful with that because it's like, um, you know, it's like, oh, I can't, people are getting into that chat, but it's kind of like when people really want to do something, they will find the money, right? Because I've been in that place, they do find it. So it's wait a minute, sorry, I need to slow down. I need to turn this off. So the sound might not be as clear. Turning the mic off. Can you hear me? Check that you can hear me. But yeah, Charlotte, that's a good point. I think I will. I'll put the feelers out. I'll maybe just do a vote. Like I'll do a vote to see whether people would be interested in me doing that and see what people say. Um, or, but I think that's definitely answered. Maybe that's rather than the clear Zoom. I think I'm meant to do the challenge, and then I can lead that into something. So I'll take yeah. Hmm. Right, okay, good. Thank you for letting me know that. And thank you for also saying always epic movement during your challenge week. Yeah, thank you for sharing that because I'll put some of those reviews down below from what happened the last time. Because that's the thing, the last one I done, and the thing is, I know this, like, it's a shame Connor's not here because the last one I done, um, like, Connor and Lexi really got involved in that the most. And then some of you, done a bit of it. Like Charlotte, I know you were kind of busy that week, but you did, even though you didn't, I think even though you didn't watch all of it, you got a lot out of it. Oh, there we go. There's Connor. Connor, that's so funny because the chat's delayed. Did you put that in before I said your name? You know what my vote is that week was wild. Yeah, you loved it, didn't you? So did Lexi. Like Lexi just, yeah, uh, got so much out of it. And Connor, did I get a review from you? You always just tell me I can share whatever, but I might go back to some of your emails and see if I can. but yeah, either these are real people saying they got out of it, but it's kind of like what I'm saying. Like it was worth it because I loved how much you two got out of it. But do you get what I'm saying? Other than you two, and I know Charlotte wasn't able to do all of it, but she felt it. Renee, I think actually Renee liked it too. I'm struggling to really remember right now, but what really sticks out? Because actually, I know because these are the people that I gifted. That's that. Yeah, it's all people I've mentioned because these are the people that I gifted the unlisted to that I only done a few months ago. Um, so do you know what I mean? It's like I need to think of a theme where it's something that you all really want that I can give you the free 5 day challenge so you can all get something out of it. You can get a win. But when it comes to me going for the kill with the sale, people fucking buy it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it could just be that I'm just like, right, now book a session. Um, but and that's not a secret on these things, that's the format of it. But if and it's just if I get it right, then but so that's what I'm just wondering. Because I think actually, to be honest with you, my big feeling was, maybe I'm meant to do that. No, my big feeling is I'll definitely be doing something about weight release in the January because I mean it's just stupid not to. I've meant to do that every year and I don't think I done it last year because I don't like January, but I was wanting to be on the ball. Um, but not that so um that's just it. I need to think what the theme would be because then that would be what I would be encouraging people to book to further the progress that you made. But I mean that's what I mean. That can literally just be my package, you know? Like Lexi's a good advert for that overall. She's like takes up half the playlist of my because actually that's another good oh my God, I'm getting fuck's sake, this is all the fucking ideas coming in like with that. So I've been meaning to do this for ages, but like that playlist that I've got that's Soul Fam Stories, that's usually when I hear from people that I've worked with and they share a wee bit about, what we've done together and stuff. But like I've been saying this all year, haven't I? And I just never really got the finger out. It's like I'm definitely when it moves into next year, I'm definitely going to be doing things like that, but like live chats of that, but just also just live chats in general. Um, because I used to do that on Facebook all the time and I loved it. And it's like I said, it was just more hermity years the last few years, and I'm definitely being that's how I've been called to level up a bit as well. It's all quite exciting stuff actually, really. But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's like I need to do exactly what I just said for like I said, that might have been my message. I'll need to watch it back. But it certainly feels like it's for me too. But it's like I need to sit with a big bit of paper and which I've already done. I think I just need to find I wrote all these ideas down on my holiday and I need to find a bit of paper. Problems, ADHD problems. Uh I need to do a combination of what do I want to do, what excites me, and what do you want to do, what excites you, what are people actually going to book? Because I love it when people get help from my free content, but I ain't got a business if people aren't buying shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Just to be honest. And neither of you. That's some brutal one. Neither of you. If people are consuming all your free shit, but they're not buying, you're needing to, change something up. Um, Uh, so if I made the live on the last one, I probably promptly went into a deep sleep. Yes, yes, you did. Um, put that in before you said it. Yeah, I thought you did. Thank you. I'll write a wee paragraph when I email. Yes, thank you. Yes. But I'm sure you did anyway, things that I could, but I won't be able to find it. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Anyone, basically, anyone that done any of the challenges ever, it's not too late to give me some feedback so I can share it to encourage people to do it, and then I'll do it. But I'm being just brutally honest, I'm not doing it if it's a waste of my fucking time. I need people to buy stuff at the end of it. So I need to work. That's not I need to work out what is it that you want from me. What do you want? Like for instance, like one of the things I was thinking about focusing on was the EFT tapping. Like, um, because I just don't think a lot of people even know that's one of my services, and I've done that for like years, like over 5 years. So, um, or hypnosis. I just need to. I think I need to pick one of the things and do that. So, I'll feel into it. In fact, let me just actually look right now. I did look at this before. I was saying that at 11:44. I did look at this before. Like, I mean, my God, I wonder if that's what I was going to do. I think that we right. It's a bit so like if we wanted to make it go in line with the full moon, we could just fucking dive. Never mind the Power Animal Workshop, that can wait. We could just dive right in on Monday the 1st. I mean, fucking boom drop the mic, it might be that. Only problem is when I'm doing these star sign ones, that ain't gonna happen. So I think what I'd worked out the other day when I was looking at this was actually I finished the star sign ones on the 12th. So this would take quite a bit of a push for my energy and I would be knackered. But I done this once years ago. And I'm not going to tell you how much money I made, but I made a quantum fucking leap, let me tell you. And I've never fucking had the same one since. So I'd like to get back to that energy. Thank you very much. But the thing is, like, I'm sharing that with people because I did shock the fuck out of myself. Like, there was no, basically, it's not like it wasn't a miracle. Like, I worked hard, I showed up, I shared what I do. People shared stories of how I'd helped them on the challenge and in general, just in sessions. And at the end of it, people are like, fucking sign me up, I need to buy the therapy and that. And that's what it was. It was packages. So I think I might do that again. But it was because it was in a private group, you see. And that's what I've just answered my own fucking query here. It just doesn't translate on sorry, we're not on Facebook. It doesn't translate, thank Christ. It doesn't translate on YouTube. I could make it like a ticketed event, right? Ticketed in the sense of I wondered when I was going to do this because I'm definitely going to do it for one of the other ones. But for instance, there's not enough people in the membership yet. But part of the second level is that I do the fuck it, let's go challenge. So I'm on it. I'm having a brainwave right here and now. So what I actually think I'll do is for the second level of the membership, I'm going to run the free challenge on Zoom. But I'll work this out. But I think what I could do so that people, not everyone misses out, because I know that not everyone would be in a place to do that, is the people in the membership will get more of me. So what I usually do is there'll be like a short video that you watch for the prompt each day, like short as in 5 to 20 minutes, because the idea is you just watch it and take the action. And then I usually go live at night and we sit and we shoot the shit like for hours like this, and that's where basically what Charlotte suggest that is basically what I do there. Like business coaching and whatever. If that was relevant to what someone picked up, I just end up doing that on there. But whatever the theme is, right? Like when I done it about self-love, I was helping people with self-love. When it, so whatever the theme is, so I could pick it to be about people's business. Um, but um, but I think I'll make it that I'll do the free challenge, but you'll just get the videos on here and the live stream. Maybe I could do it that you get like half an hour on here and then right guys. Oh yeah, that would actually wait, this is I wanted something here. That would work because I actually wanted to try that even tonight. Like I mean like even just for 5 minutes, I'm gonna switch from being public to the membership. I don't know if anyone will be up to be there, but because I want to see how that works. So that's what I could do. I could do everyone gets the video, then you get 30 minutes of me live, and if you want to get the rest of it and more one-to-one support, you need to be in the second level of the membership. And you see, that's clever too because that is selling the membership. And we do need more people in the membership because people are fucking loving the membership. Whatever level you're on, people love it. Um, maybe I just sell the membership. But nah, I don't think that, yeah, maybe. Um, But no, I think we're onto something there. Like, but I think I'll run some of it on Zoom as well. I'm going to do something on Zoom. So how many people? So there's either the Zoom will just be for the people in the membership. So you would need to join the second level of the membership if you want to be a part of that. Or I might make it that, there's a small fee if you want to join that. Because that is eventually, I'm going to do the challenge where it's a paid event and it might be like, a bigger amount of money because it's fucking worth it. People get the results, and I've got plenty of proof from years of doing it. Like I started that in 2020. Like that's the year I made a lot. Basically, the year I made a lot of money doing that was the year everyone said, "Oh, nobody's got any money." Like there's so many people that happened to that when you're being told things are scarce and the fear was overcoming everyone about what. That was my best year in business because I'd been working online for ages doing video calls, and so I was teaching other people how to work Zoom, and you know what I mean. And people were just looking for support online, uh, and then I just you know, fell into a fucking poverty mindset or some shit happened. A lot of fucking shit went down my life anyway. But a lot of bullshit. Wellness. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. All right, okay, fuck's sake. I'm getting on it. I'm doing the fasting and that. But all jokes aside, that I think they're just backing that up. That one of the challenges does need to be about um like weight release and things like that and fasting and stuff. So, but again, that's not the one I want to do really soon. I want to do that in January. So we'll see how the one goes very soon. But yeah, I think it's looking like providing I've got energy. So this can be a bit of a what's the word tentative, right? I just realised I'd already worked this out and it's coming back to me. This is a bit of paper I can't find. We'll start it on the 15th, Monday the 15th. Oh no. We can't because it's where it is in my chart is quite. We maybe could because it's the first day. That's what was annoying. That's like, oh God, maybe that could be I just fuck off my own rules where I'll need to check this. That's where I think that's I got. I've just it's coming back to me. This is what I was doing the other weekend, and I got fed up trying to think about it, and I thought, fuck it, I'm putting on a film. So I mean, I do it too. I'm getting all these ideas. I'm like, this is overwhelming. I'll do it another day. But then I've it's just come back to me now. So if I can work this out, I might do it like Monday the 15th of December, which would mean we can work through our limiting beliefs and stuff in the very intense Scorpio moon, and then it would end on the and then the kind of energy that we've just come out of, we would end it on Friday the 19th, which that's why. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna try it. If it's a shit show because the way it is the start of the week, then but it won't be because the first day is easy. And then I'm into my strength. I'm getting excited now. It's because the 19th was the last day I was going to work with people one to one before Christmas. And if this goes well, and let's face it, everyone's going to fucking see if it doesn't go well. But if it does go well, it goes really well. So it's worth the risk. If it tanks, well, I've had it happen before. It's, try and try again. Think of all the stories of people that have written books and actors and stuff like that. And again, the more recent one that I shared of Jim on The Office. Um, what's his name? John Kraskowski or something. I can't say his surname. But I loved that when I shared that about, because I didn't, because I'm obviously obsessed with the American Office just now. But it was like, um, he was about to give up being an actor, and his mum was like, just give it until, September, October, or whatever, or the fall. Give it until then. And, if you've not, I don't know. I shared it not that long ago. If I can find it again, I'll share it. But it was I found it very motivating. But the point is like if you don't watch the American Office, like it's so fucking successful, and that's led him in all these other opportunities, and that'll be how he met his wife too, because he's married to Emily Blunt, and pretty sure that's how she would have saw him, unless I'm wrong about that. But it's kind of like so it's just a really good motivator for right when you're about to give up and you just kind of decide to keep going. That could be when your breakthrough comes. And I share things like that all the time because, well, I'm definitely that shaman that, like, somebody could come to me once and it could fucking. I can think of loads of people actually, where a lot of people that work online actually, that they weren't doing well, they weren't making any money. Some people even had massive platforms, but I know that they weren't making, I know and they know they weren't making any money. I'm keeping it anonymous. That's more than one person. And some people didn't even have things that were a lot of money with me. And right after they've had some voice note readings, or some of it was a session, but most of it was like they soared. And it's because of what I say. It's not just a card reading. Like I've got that energy where I'm changing the frequency, and it's like you know, it's I was the last resort, something unlocks, and so it's not me that does it. But had that person not come into contact with me, whatever it was that I was to shift in their energy, it might have taken a lot fucking longer for them to get there. Like I don't know, but it's happened with too many people for it not to be a thing. Um, but yeah, that feels really exciting to me. I remember, yeah, that's what it is. I put down the paper because it was fucking confusing me. But that feels good because I'll already be excited about not about Christmas. I'll already be, and also it's a welcome distraction for me because I don't like this time of year. I'd very much love it if I had another welcome distraction that I think we all know what that would be. So I think this would be a welcome distraction for me. So, and then even better, I mean, like, I'm not a big fan of money, guys, but I'm not going to lie. If I put all the energy into that and I at least get some people buying stuff, some of the big stuff, I'll be fucking, oh my God, I can't believe this. The fucking song that I was just singing not that long ago has just come on. Talk about fucking seeing the future. Oh my God, I have to take a picture of it because I was just singing it. It's got to be. I know what they're saying. When I said that, you're being too. I'm a perfectionist. Hands, hold my hand. I'm a perfectionist. Like I'll be like, oh no, it's not the way I want it to be. So I'm not. It's not the moon I want it to be. It's not the new moon. It's not the full moon. You can sit on ideas for years. Someone's needing what your fucking service. You know what I mean? I'll show you. I'll put that up. I'll not do it now, but I'll put it up. But that song's just come on. It's got to be perfect. But I won't take anything less. It's got to be. Right, anyway. So I'm excited about that. Fear and doubt, limit freedom of action, let go of your worries. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that, but I think tentatively, that is the word, isn't it? Let's do the challenge on the 15th and then we'll end it on the 19th. And then that is the last. Oh, but then that doesn't. Oh, that's a problem. Well, might not be a problem if I make more money. But I was going to say that's a problem because I couldn't work that. I can never work with one-to-one clients when I do that. That's another thing. It takes a whole week off of my. That's why I was gotten the last time. I might have helped a lot of people, but when people don't invest, and not everybody, by the way, and like I have to stress, that's not what's the whole point of a free challenge is there will be people that are not ready to do that yet, but they'll remember how you helped them when they didn't have the money. And then they'll come back later. Not everyone will, but whoever's meant to will come back later. Or they'll tell other people and stuff. But that's what's a bit gutting. Like, because I dedicate the whole week, I'm not working with one-to-one clients because it's a container. And so, I'm missing out on, and that's quite a big risk. I don't know if it is though, because the week leading up to Christmas, people have got more on their mind. People are just, stressed about buying Christmas presents and that. So, but then if I do it on that week, are you guys in the chat? Would you get involved? Or would you be too busy with Christmas? I'm the one my fucking time wasted. That's basically what I'm saying here. Look, they keep telling me this is going to be a success. Choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties, you're on the right track. Right, okay. Yeah, look. And then I pulled that in reverse. Exhausted, feel financially drained, lacking viable options, recharged and regroup, but it's in reverse. I always am knackered after that. But yeah, yeah. I asked for me. I've got the answer I need. So if anyone else got help from that too, but let us read some of this. Um, but thanks, Charlotte, because it was you actually saying that about doing a business group suit, and then I'm like, and then when I've actually got, you seen how my brain, well, you've just seen it live, how my brain got ticking over there. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a familiar, and it's because I wrote all this down. And it was actually, you know what I mean? I'd done it weeks ago before I was off, but then I sat and thought, oh shit, I need to do that again. And it's because you heard me to, if you when I eventually upload the video for today, I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. I'm still doing the theme of Scorpio season, which isn't a big deal because you'd still get help from it. And it's still very Scorpio-ish anyway. Well, very Scorpio with Venus conjunct Mercury right now in Scorpio. But we're in Sag season. So it does, I'm going to pivot it to be like stuff to do with like, I'd say spiritual development and growth and business. Yeah, all the stuff I've just very Jupiter stuff. All the stuff you've just been seen me do here. Oh, there's Marty Pello looking young and with a little help from my friends. Look at that. And like I'm saying, that did help. That's so funny. I've just done that in public, but it's like, we could have actually done that a little bit more private on a Zoom. But hey, I'm all right with if you're all right with. Right. So, oh my God, I know what they're doing. It's because of what I said on a Capricorn moon once a month. I always go into business coach mode. because unless someone's needing that help in a personal session, I'm not showing that in public the rest of the time. But this, it showed you a little bit about what I do for myself, and I don't know if it showed you what I can do for other people, but it's but I'll show you that in the challenge. So come and do the challenge. Um and I'll maybe put the some of the reviews that I've got of the previous challenge below after this. Um You're definitely on something with people coming into money when they have contact with you. Yeah, no, it happens all the time. The amount of times I've had unexpected money or literally found notes in the street when I'm watching emailing. Well, it's like I can't speak for Nathan, but I did wonder because literally on the last live, Nathan was saying that he had no money and he was in a lot of debt, I'm sure. And like whatever the fuck's happened in Nathan's life, there's been a huge turnaround. So, um, you know, Nathan, if you're still here, enlighten us. But Nathan knows it's real too, because when Nathan was in the membership, and I'm sure he will be again at another point, like yeah, people always come into money when they come into contact with me. What needs to happen here is my money needs to be, uh, needs to be a fair exchange here. But I'm happy that my energy does help people, because it's always people that deserve it. But that's really cool. That's really cool, Connor. Because I actually often do that too. Like the amount of times I've found like, money on the beach and stuff is quite nuts. But I deserve it. Like I'm gonna own it. Like I put a lot of energy out for free. I'm like, thank you very much. Like, you know what I mean? It's if I was somewhere where there was like, someone's dropped their money. But I mean, when it's on the how the fuck are you gonna find the person? Do you know what I mean? It's only ever like a fiver. It's not happened for a while. Once I found one washed up in the sea, I was like, thank you, sea gods. Um Right, I've been finding random stuff a lot recently, like someone's wallet with all their bank cards, and a few weeks ago, in two different. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, that's not very good for them. Ticketed thing is good idea. However, that could work. Yes, I would need to invest. I think that's it. We're gonna. How I've been saying this for ages, haven't I? That it doesn't translate on YouTube that great. But I said I needed to do it again when there was more people. Well, there is a shitload more people now. A shitload more people. Um, and also, whenever I do the challenge, I like to have at least two people on to do a wee chat with. I think I just had one the last time. I think it was Lexi. Um, Connor, we could warm you up to chatting about some of the other deeper stuff that you need to chat about at some point. You could come on and just fucking said what you said there. I'm like, anyway, this has all got me thinking. Um, I'm liking the sound of these ideas. Ticketed membership, recurring revenue. Yeah, because again, it's like, that was the whole point of the second level is whenever I do the fuck it, let's go challenge, however I do it, whoever's in the second level of membership, I'll do something a wee bit extra for you because it's only fair. Um, but when I do the fuck it, let's go challenge, it might be one step up. Like it will be a big payment on it, but not this time round. I'll try that's once I'm a few rounds in because that's really what I mean. Like that is the best format for me. Not everyone's energy would be suited to a challenge, but mine is it is perfect for it is because I'm a very motivational coach energy and I can get the energy to do it for that week and then I'm fucking knackered. But like I said, I'll be happily fucking knackered, knocking back my champagne. I'll be like, who doesn't drink? That's not me. I'm cracking open my champagne because I've just attracted in the abundance I fucking deserve. um, that's quite funny, even if it's just the one I've had in the fridge for ages. But because that did happen. I can jump to the timeline where I done that 5 years ago. Damn it, I'm going to jump back to that timeline. I've decided. Um, Zoom for more access. Could it cover career people if people don't have a business? Sometimes we need support to shift. Absolutely, absolutely. Because I am on. call for when that is, actually that's what I feel it is leading into because um well, because it's the path that I've been on. Like I made that shift to do all of this new earth work, like new earth businesses, like long before many people done it. So um and then we could hear from people that have, yeah, I don't know. It'll come together. But I'm liking this because it's, I do need to be having chats with people and that's what I do. Yeah, oh this is happening. It's happening. It's just the theme. I'm just wondering, like, I'm gonna sit with what the theme is, and then I'll ask. The thing is, I would need to have a few themes. I need to sit with that. Actually, I think I'll work it out with what I do. See the videos that I do now that we've spoke like this. The videos that I film for the rest of the week, because I'm the decks I'm going to be using are to do with like business stuff and like people's gifts and that. Like that will help work out what the theme of the challenge is, along with use uh, having input as well. Body doubling and washing up, you're figuring business. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I know that's because that's written in the third level of membership. I've put body doubling as a thing. And that, and I was going to make that a more regular thing because I'm still like, I just don't know whether to keep like I know that the highest level is going to be needed for twins in union, but that one that's, people with like ADHD and autism or like mixes of different things that I need to feel into that when you want because I know it could seem a bit random with the rest of the theme, but yeah, we'll work it out. Isn't next year a one universal year, lots of new starts? Yeah, it will be, because if this is a 9 year, it will be, yeah. I'm personally seeing lots of focuses on my purpose service, so wondering if others are needing that too. Um, yeah, I think it is Charlotte, because right now, like, there's not another theme that's coming to me. And it was only just today, like you'll see me work this out on the video that I said, oh yeah, I need to shift the focus. And I think I said like what I'm saying now to like spiritual gifts and that. So it's just I was thinking the clear zoom, but actually I think before that, that's wait a minute, I know what it is. Right, okay, that's what it is. If I do the challenge and it's a focus like what we're saying here, and it can be kind of general, but with a bit of a focus of people that are trying to figure out and people that are just stagnant in their business or something. And then um and then one of the things that I can be like promoting or selling is doing the clear zooms, but to do that in the January. Do you know what I mean? Like to pick people's energy up. January or February, really, because February is quite good with Aquarius season too. But really, if we start in January, might I kind of I see that being an ongoing thing because people's spiritual gifts are coming on big time, and they need a lot of support with it. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm good at helping people with it. So that's what it is. It's not that I start promoting the Claire Zooms. It's that I do the challenge, get people excited, and that's one of the packages I'm selling. But it can also just be my general packages if you want one-to-one help, because not everyone likes doing group work and at the same time it helps see it's helping people at different levels. It helps the people that haven't got the money to invest in anything right now because you will get a shift, you'll get your ideas fired up in that, and then hopefully the good karma repayment for me is tell people how much help you got, you know and then that gives me an idea whether to do the free challenge again like the way that I've done. Right, okay. Just what I mean? We're doing it. I've got excited. I needed to get excited for it. I've got excited for it because I was like, I'm not really feeling the clear thing because people aren't really showing excitement about it, so I'm not feeling it. I'm definitely not feeling the Power Animal Workshop. It went right off that idea. Wasn't exciting me. It was kind of boring me, to be honest. And nobody got that excited about it. This excites me, but it's a risk. But just like whenever I've done it before, it's a risk I'm willing to take. And even if you don't buy in this time round, hopefully you'll remember how much I helped you. Because believe me, I will help you. We will help each other, but I'm running it and I will help you. If I didn't do it, it wouldn't have happened, kind of thing. And maybe we'll get some, even if we get some new members out of it, that's worth it too. But I'm going to aim a little bit higher than that. Right, okay. Fine. So apparently this was just meant to be a business session for me. Thank you very, I'm joking. But trust me, that will have helped other people too. Because it's helped you do the dishes, if nothing else. Right, okay. Let's stick with these money cards. So thank you very much, guys, though, because I feel it's your love and support and energy. And actually, I've not felt any of the shitty, jealous, evil eye energy that I often feel. That's completely went out of my. Notice how the love, all the unconditional love from yous has just completely. That's just not even on my radar. It's only just starts coming there, so it does mean at some point somebody's like, but it's kind of like, it's like even like I was thinking, even if somebody tried to like copy my idea, you're not going to be able to copy it because it's my own way that I do it and it's my thing and it wouldn't be the same. It would kind of tank, would be my feeling. I mean, you could do a free challenge that, but it's not, the certain way that I do it. It's my energy. Um, but yes, thank you. I felt the support and the love coming there. Um, but also it's for you guys too. Do you know what I mean? Like I just don't want to. I don't want to not do anything. And the thing is, do you know, feels like a massive timeline jump. Kind of back to where I was, but not really, because it's like just back to the way I was in the sense of, because it did always annoy me. It's like I've never made that much money in one sitting ever again like that. You know what I mean? And really, I should be. So let's do it. Well, I'll fucking aim for it anyway. Nah, we'll see. I've grown a lot since then, but clearly it was good at it. It was good back then, but it's even better now. So, right. So, so glad you're excited. Yes, so am I. Thank you. I do feel excited. So, right. Me and you've been in a similar place because it's like, think about it. What we've just done, you know, I've had worse Scorpio seasons, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like I now feel like it's Sagittarius season. Like I feel excited now. I feel excited about doing that. And also I've got a few weeks to prepare. I could have easily done it on the first two. The only reason I'm not is because, like I said, I want to finish the signs. I always finished it at Libra, which is the 12th. Oh, wait a minute. This is exactly what I wrote down. This is exactly I wrote this down, and this is, with my dyslexia, it's just better for me to speak it out. Because this is exactly, but what I gave up and I thought I chucked a bit of paper down was because I will need to rest that week. So I'll need to rest after I finish that last live stream on the Libra. I'll need to rest the Saturday, Sunday. But technically, I should still really be watching my energy on that Monday when I'll need to start it. But as long as I don't overdo it, the rest of it is perfect. That seems to be the song for the challenge. Because I do like to incorporate the songs on the challenge too. I did the last time. Um, and if you think about it, the whole thing about my challenge, whatever theme we pick, is messy action. There's no such thing as perfect. The locomotions just come on. I've no idea what that's got to do with it. Come on, do the fucking challenge with me. That was quite good. I don't know about swinging your hips, mind you. You don't need to do that, but you do need to get involved. Oh my God. See the card that I pulled when you said, I'm glad you're excited? You're not going to believe what this says. That's fucking nuts. That is fucking nuts. Celebrate good times. Come on. Right, so we've had success. We've had moving up, leveling up. I think it's a big fucking yes. We're gonna have fun either way. Kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan for a joyful future. The thing is, that's because that's it, right? See, when you get excited, that's really the key. For how excited I am about doing this, I'm struggling to see how I wouldn't attract money actually, because every time I've done that challenge and I've made money, or when the time, basically, let's focus on the time I made a lot of money. I actually forgot I was doing it to sell stuff. I was having that much fucking fun. Like, true story. Everyone will tell you that done that. I forgot how much fun. And then what was even more fun was when all the PayPals were coming in. It's like, and also because do you know what? I think it was the exact same. That's so funny. It was the exact same week. It was the week before Christmas. That's where I've went wrong every time since then. It was the week before Christmas. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the week before my birthday. Ah, that's what it is. When I done it the time before on here, it was my birthday, but I seem to think it was. I can't remember that specific time if it was. Nah, I feel like that specific time was Christmas. Because I think it's like, that whole thing, oh, everyone's skint in January, and it was kind of like, but I've shared this before that the mistakes I made is I made a lot of money and then I bought something that I never used. We live and we learn, guys. But not never used. It's just I've always felt like some of the things that I've invested in, I wasn't ready. I was too scared. And it's stuff that, I can go back and look into. I just don't know if it'll resonate anymore because it's so long ago. Mm, quite interesting. Right. Celebrations anyway. So we all do well when we all do well, exactly. We're moving on up and we're ascending and we're shifting the energy either way. And clearly by yeah, if you hear me, it's so funny. If you hear the video what I done earlier, you hear me thinking, wait a minute, why am I doing the theme for that's what it is. Like we're shifted into party time. Sagittarius. That's boom. We're doing it. So, endings, yeah. Scorpio season's over. Love it for some of it, but it's over. It's the end. It's time to step into the positivity. Don't like the word positive, but you know what I mean? It's like the optimism, the happiness, the joy. When you raise your frequency, you'll attract the ideal clients, you'll attract the money. My theme that I coined when I was doing the challenges is I get paid to play. When you're having fun, you forget about the money, you'll ironically attract the money. It's like when you're focused on you, you're pouring all the love into you, you're not desperately longing after your twin flame, they might pop up. I'm saying that one lightly. That's a wee bit more to it than that. But when once you reach a certain frequency and a certain point, that can happen too. The cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. Yeah, it's definitely time to say goodbye to the old stagnant ways and the limit, how you've been limiting yourself. And the thing is, whenever I run that, I'm already in coach mode. I'm here for it. Whenever I run that challenge, I'm always pushing myself to the next level too. Because whatever I get you to focus on, I've always picked something for myself too. That sometimes I'll be open about what it is, other times I won't be. But even just the very fact of me being brave enough to take a risk again with all the things I've just been transparent about why it's a risk. Um, you know what I mean? Fear and doubt limit freedom of action, let go of worries. You know what I mean? I've got to walk my talk. I teach people not to procrastinate and take messy action, and magic and miracles can come from it. So I just need to fucking do it myself again. I've done it many times, but I'd definitely be testing the you have it for life part of people's purchase sales patter, given how much I've bought and never took the action. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, but again, like, that's a hard one though. Like, it's a lot of the reasons with some things I invested in the past, it was to do with what was going on in the world. A lot of the things were congregating on Facebook, and I'm sorry, I wasn't like willing to be in groups of people where they just weren't opening their eyes to the lies and the deception that was going on. So that was distracting me away from what I'd bought it for. Like it was just all consuming. So, but I know what you're saying because yeah. But actually, because I don't. That's not. I don't go down. I don't know that. That puts me off. Um, that wouldn't sell it to me really. It's more when it comes to my stuff. Well, people do have the skills I teach them for life because you know what I mean. I'm teaching people how to take their power back and um, follow their dreams and everything. So, especially if what I'm selling at the end of it is the therapy, that's going to change your fucking life. Whether I'm in your life still or not, it's going to change your fucking life for the better. Um, hmm. Right. Okay. What else do we need to know about this? Because it is what fucking time is it? It's 20 past midnight, and I am coming back tomorrow to do Aquarius. Now, I don't know what time. The plan was meant to be 5 o'clock UK time, but that was also the plan tonight, and I didn't show up till 2 hours later. So I don't like saying a time. With some of you that are here now, are any of you around tomorrow? I don't want to lock you into it, but um, I'll just feel into it because I'll need a rest after doing this. I've got a couple of things I need to do business wise in the morning. Actually, so I need to go to my bed. And it's unfortunately a jammy day anyway. I'm not going to be able, I just can't see how I'm going to be fitting it. I'm not going to be fitting getting out. But yeah, I don't think it really matters what time, to be honest. It'll just be the same sort of vibe. If I feel like I want to do it at 5, I'll do it at 5. I feel like I want to do it at 6 or 7, I'll do it then. Might even do it at 8. I'll just see how I'm feeling. Just keep your notifications on. Expect unexpected, because Aquarius moon is expect unexpected, so I don't know. I definitely bought intentionally, but I don't think I was ready to do them yet. Um, yeah, I've done that with things too, Charlotte. Like, um, yeah, 100%. Because I mean, I won't go too deep into this. I think I've even told you this when we spoke. But this was years because it was years ago. I think yeah, it was. Well, I'm going to be totally honest. Actually, the saleswoman was shit hot. Like, I think I was quite naive. I don't regret it, but that person's saleswoman was shit hot. Because this is really funny. Not only did I buy the person's like thing, it was like a course thing. I also bought the women's book that was a saleswoman. I never read it. Like, how funny is that? That's actually fucking hilarious. And the fun, sorry, I'm actually getting tears in my eyes. The funniest part about it is the book is something so fucking random. Like, it's like, no, I just like hearing people's stories, even if it's got fuck all to do with me. So, really, because I love hearing people's stories that much, I think I should use that talent of listening skills or to hearing people's stories on here. And then, God, if I want to buy somebody's book, if they come on, then fine. But, maybe I'll have the money to do it. But that's really quite funny. The saleswoman told me something about her story and I ended up buying her book. I've never fucking looked at it. It's something so random. Like, I can't even remember. I'm tempted to say it's something about divorce or something, which that would fit with the theme that's come up all year. But, like, it was something about her own. I think it was interesting, though. It was something about her own struggle with something. Maybe it involved absolutely nothing of interest to me. But that's how good a saleswoman she was. I was like, I like this woman. I want to read her story. That's why she's in that job, clearly. That's somebody doing their fucking thing. But it's not good that I never read it, and it's not good that I didn't use the thing, and it's not good that Charlotte's saying, but it's making me feel better that you also. But Charlotte, this is quite funny, isn't it? Because we're not naming names, but me and Charlotte did fall into. We definitely fell into. Well, I don't want to speak for you, but there was definitely a crowd of people at the time, and it's people that know each other and all that. And well, I definitely got pulled into something there. But like I said, I don't. It's not a scam I got pulled into because I do know that that person does get people results. It's just it is just again because now I'm not saying too much because it's still anonymous, but it's more just nice women, but like so far removed from. And also, it was because I saw the person is completely fast asleep spiritually, which that's a big turn off for me. And when you're brushing shoulders with people that are toxic, famous, but like the dark people, I'm out. So that's maybe what it is too. That because that woman was all about how much money she's. I'm not making her sound very. That's what I'm not saying. It is. She is. She's a lovely person, but and her story is great in that. But it was like she's made a shit ton of money and she's living the high life. It's not the life I'd even want to live. Swanning about fancy cars, fancy bags, fancy clothes. I'm not interested. I can't even drive. But do you know what I'm saying? It's not. But financially free, comfortable, and able to help a lot of people. That bit I'm interested in. And that's what I mean. So if I can pick and choose the things. So I'll maybe go and take a wee deek. I'll maybe go and take a wee look if I can fucking log into this thing. Every now and again, I get oh yeah, I'm going to do that. It's usually around January because it's like business. I'll go and have a wee look. But I do just know that it's like, let's hope none of these people are spying on me. But I did happen to see when I logged into this that there was a few people I didn't resonate with. And it was like, the option to where you congregate in a Facebook group or something. And I was like, I couldn't think anything worse. I don't want to talk to these people. I just want to do this. It's like, it's like when I went to uni as an older adult. I just wanted to go and do the work and get the fucking degree and get out of there. I'm not wanting to party the weekend, me. I've got my own pals, because I was older than them. And it's kind of that vibe. Uh, but because this is one of these things that, it was ages ago and I can, I don't admit it's going to be outdated with a lot of stuff too. But anyway, I think it's one of these things that maybe gets up. I'm going to have a wee look at. But yeah, but it's like what Charlotte said, because I've said this many a time before. I don't regret it because I wasn't ready. By the way, December 25th has just flashed up in the telly again, but obviously it's because of the time of year, but that came through in the reading earlier. It was important, Christmas. I'm a magnet for books. I just need the books to use osmosis so I learn all the bits. But yes, you see, that is one of my gifts. I soak up and I'm very Edgar Casey in that way that I channel the energy of the books. I just didn't with that one, but again, it's because it is kind of hilarious how I'm sure it's a good book, but I couldn't tell you because I didn't read it. So it clearly is just the woman's good at selling it. But I wonder if she does that to everyone. Or if I was just a fucking mug that bought it. But I'm sure it would be interested if you were interested in whatever that was about. But um yeah. Um but also it was quite a hard sale on buying the course too. Like I have to say it was quite a hard sale. Like they done the whole pressure, like they were good at what they done. And it's not a bad fit, you know what I mean? You don't want a bad sale, but it was quite a hard sale actually. Again, I'm not um but it's not something that I'm like, oh my God, that's really it's not that. It's not that it's really wrong. I would just say that's somebody that's good at what they do and got me all excited and then it's like, you know what I mean? And I just wasn't ready. But no, I've always stood by that. It's something that I will use at some point. Oh no, I've not got a microphone on anymore. um, right. I don't think there's much more out of this. I just feel we're meant to shoot the shit. I don't usually say that, but I keep saying it. Shoot the shit about business stuff before people make the wrong decision. Maybe some people are going to pack their business in right before the miracle. Don't quit right before the miracle. Reckless behaviour can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. Now, that could be about business, especially because Venus is in Scorpio, and that can be dodgy business deals. And although I wasn't talking about that exactly, it is kind of funny that I'm saying, well, that woman's good at what she's done, but the fact that I didn't. But I'm not a good example for that because I don't, like I said, I don't read the books. I just buy them, and I actually do soak up the information. Um, because Edgar Casey is like one of my big main top guides. And you can even see that, even the fact that I was guided to call myself Crystal Clear Visions, like I do see the future quite far ahead because that's what I say all the time. This is a relatively small channel, but I do get the collective message, like, long before quite a lot of other people. Um, and you'd only be able to see that if you're actually watching everything I do, but I can see it, like I'll see what other people do, and I'm like, oh, that's swagger. Yeah. So heading to bed soon, but want to. Oh, thank you very much for that, Rebecca. Do you want a couple of cards before you go? Because I'm bringing this to an end anyway. But yeah, don't. That's what I'm getting. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. I feel somebody has been working hard at their craft, and you just need a chat with somebody you trust before you pack it in. You don't need to pack it in. You just need to change it up a little bit. Um, Mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. Oh my God, we've been leading with the collective mind on this live stream tonight. Do you know what I mean? Put it this way, how funny would that be? I would love it if some people are like, do you know what? I actually done some, like, Charlotte got the dishes done, but I wouldn't be surprised if people watch this on replay and and because of the energy that I'm in as I'm channeling this and us all together. I wouldn't be surprised if some people actually get their own downloads about their own business to help them get unstuck because of the intention behind this. And it's because of the moon being in Cancer. Sorry, that's the opposite of Capricorn, though. The moon, maybe you've got a moon in Cancer. Connor has actually. But Connor will be asleep now, I'd imagine. But he will have fallen asleep. Maybe not. Maybe not. But okay. I feel like I want to go with this. So, what have we got for Beck? I keep wanting to call you Becca. What have we got for Beck? Ah, look, the same one that came out earlier. Untangle emotional dependency. When love feels like survival, it's not love, it's fear. You're safe without the attachment. So wherever there might be some sort of codependency in your life, it doesn't need to be romantically, or just this kind of, even if it's just like this desire that you need to have somebody that's going to complete you. It's about, no, you complete you. Pour all that love into yourself and don't allow your attention to go to one, where possible, to one person right now. Put all that energy into you, and that's how you attract the right person to you. Um, and release suppressed emotions. Let the feelings you buried rise without shame. Cry, scream, breathe. Freedom begins with where expression flows. Wow, that's pretty intense. So, look at all the water coming out of that bottle, and it's reminded me of I channeled about the volcano in Hawaii in the video today, so I'll not do it again. But just basically, whether it's like, it's just this feeling of stuff has to come out. It's been pushed down too long. So that's for you specifically. And just to hammer it home, let the truth set you free. This guy's going a bit stir crazy, but that guy's you in this sense. Obviously not calling you a man, but for anyone else it resonates with too. Speak the truth you've hidden. Your need, your fear, your regret. Freedom begins there. So it's definitely, don't know if you're into that kind of screaming into a pillow or, but I can see how that is even like your mum and your loved ones in spirit saying, even just you sharing on the live stream there about the overwhelm of seeing your friend that's lost her husband, you know like it is good to, if anyone's going to be able to handle it, let's face it, it's going to be here, especially when the Mercury is conjunct Venus and Scorpio. You know what I mean? It's because that's the kind of stuff I'm able to, and then to handle. Womack teardrops has just come on. Teardrops. You need to cry. I don't know when the last time you was. I don't know when the last time you had a good cry was, but you're definitely needing to release some heavy emotions. I feel this is for all the masculine energies too, because it fits with what I've already filmed today. My dishes are done. Thanks for the company while I did them. You're very welcome. I'm very delighted to have helped you. Because, like I've said before, I have got people that I love doing my housework too. Very grateful for those people. Actually, because I mean, it's like I said, it's all anonymous. Well, to a certain extent, I don't know actually if the person actually. I don't know. I don't know if the person watches my stuff or maybe bits, but I really don't know. But I done a bit of that the other day there as well, you know what I mean? Except I didn't, I just done fuck all. I need, like, sometimes I will do the dishes and stuff when I listen to someone I'm thinking of, but yesterday, but what I love about it is the people that I like always seem to do stuff when I'm off. So it's like my day off or the weekend. So it's perfect for me. And it's just, we harmonize really well. Um, yeah, you know what I mean? So, um, this came up over the weekend. I was talking to someone about forgiving the people who traumatized me. I cried on Saturday. Right. So, okay. So it's clearly picking up on what's just happened then. Oh, actually, you did say that earlier, but it's just coming through that, that's shifted energy. But just be aware that, I think it's being mindful about if that is going to keep bubbling up about, you know, checking in with yourself about where you might need a bit of support with that. So it could be that, like, something deeper comes up that needs to be addressed from the past, and you might feel your guides being like, it's time to book a session with Claire. Now it doesn't need to be me, but I am saying me in this case because I know that it was a lot to you to open up and trust people again. So I think they might just be sort of saying, you know, if it's not about booking before Christmas, it's about thinking about doing that for yourself. Don't leave it too long into next year kind of thing. Because it's a place for you to be properly have that space for you, to explore whatever's coming up. And anyone else that resonates with that. And also look, organize for success. So very much what I've channeled for what you've just seen me do. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you and know and plan your next action steps. So that's fucking amazing because that is just basically, like I said, I'm not just talking shit. I literally did do this. It's like, it was either, no, it wouldn't have been Friday. It was, and yesterday, I think it was actually Saturday night or Sunday. So it was like I'd done it before the holidays and then I picked it back up again and I got as far as what we've done. Like I got to write, I'm going to do the challenge on the 15th, but then I was like, oh no, but and then I just was like, oh, I'll work this out later. And this was me working out later. So, and I'm better speaking out loud. You know what I mean? Like I have all the good ideas and I write it down on paper, but when I'm able to talk it out loud, that's part of my dyslexia. That's where everything comes together. Uh, so yeah, thank you for helping with that. And like I said, I do see that I can feel the energy. If people do want to have their own epiphanies and that flood in, it'll flood in and it'll be about business stuff. So put it in the comments if that happened, because then that helps my business and people know that I'm not talking shit. Just saying, if you feel comfortable. Um, but yeah, there's clearly something about you specifically, Beck, needing organise for success and not fall into self-sabotage and that could actually be as simple as you saying that you're feeling pulled to counselling training. Well, they're two very different things. The route of you going down the maths and the science sort of place and the counselling. But there's actually nothing to stop you doing both. But obviously, you can't do like 2 degrees at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I think that is where you need to sit down. Like 2 degrees at the same time is what I mean. Well, fucking hell, maybe some people do, but it's pretty hard to. You know what I mean? It's about working out what is a priority. Um, what wasn't you? Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't you that said that. Who said that? Was it Charlotte that said that? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh God, that makes more sense. Well, who the fuck's was that Charlotte that said that's so funny? Who's it? Okay, I'm totally baffled now. It could that would make more sense because Charlotte said something about I sometimes think I've already got the skills. Talk about Mercury retrograde. Was it in this live stream or was it in the other one? I need to just check this. People's fucking screen names throw me off. Who said that? If it wasn't you, I'm glad you just said that because I'm like, that did kind of throw me when you said that, but it wasn't you. Oh no, you, so you're saying, was it even in this live stream? Oh, was it you, Charlotte? Wait a minute. No, 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 wait a minute. Oh, it was you. Oh, Charlotte. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Charlotte, were you not confused? Did you not pick up on that? That I thought it was Beck that said that? That makes, sorry. Oh my God. I'm so glad you. Yeah, so I'm in two minds whether to go for a counselling qualification. Right, that makes so much more sense. Right, and now it makes sense. Talk about Mercury retrograde. Um, oh yeah, that totally changes it up then. Well, it's the same as what I said, isn't it? That I didn't have the best experience, but I have felt at some point I was going to revisit that just purely for what I said. But then I go off it because it's so much time and energy to invest into that. Um, but that makes more sense. That is so funny. That totally, I'm glad you said that. Um, because you've already got a psychology degree, haven't you, Charlotte? Um, Yeah, but that's what I said to you. Definitely do the counselling certificate, but think carefully before that too. Do the counselling certificate is what I would advise if you're, but you'd work this one out yourself. See how you like it, and then you would just naturally progress onto the degree if you felt drawn to it. Because you would have to do that anyway. Mind you, you might not need to, because they might say that your other degree's enough to get you into it. But it was the best part of it anyway. So that's what I would say. So, oh my God, that's so funny. Um, it's never a bad idea, basically, the college one. But and you could totally handle it. So that's so funny. Like as anyway, we'll scrap that last bit. Scrap that last bit for you. Beck. I'd finished your message anyway. I just wanted to wrap it up. I will never do counselling. That's funny. That was about me, the counsellor. Don't we love Mercury retrograde? Yes. There's always for a reason though. Always a reason why that happens. Beck, maybe it's not that maybe it's not, because it wasn't you, but maybe it's about you having counselling yourself or therapy at some point. Now, I don't know if you've ever went, but you know what I mean? That would actually, that would fucking fit perfectly with the suppressed emotion. You know what I mean? Like I think that basically that is the message. That's why that's happened there. Because there's always a reason why that happens. Obviously, we can blame Mercury retrograde too, but it's like, and it doesn't necessarily need to be like now kind of thing, but it's about keeping an eye on that. About if these deeper emotions are coming up. It's great, anyone that's listening right now, right, whether it's about grief or anything, it's brilliant if you've got a friend or a family member that can listen to you and hold space about deeper emotions that you're having. But if it was like a huge volume of stuff that's coming up, like nobody can, yeah, that's a big thing for people. I can't afford a counsellor, and then it's just right. Yeah, well, that is a big issue for a lot of people. And, but I don't know about the next best thing because I don't want to fucking put myself down like that. But I think it's more going to be then keeping an eye. It's just exactly what I said. It's keeping an eye on. Don't leave too much. I probably said this to you in your session. Don't leave too much space in between when we do work because if you anyone that's been led to do a session with me, you've been led to do that for a reason. And if you've opened up Pandora's boxes, which everyone does, that's it's not wise to leave it too long, which is why I say don't leave it any longer than 3 months if we've done some kind of deep work. Um, and I can't remember when that was for you. I don't know if it's past 3 months or it might have actually just passed 3 months. Because if Tani, yeah, it might have actually it might have lit. Oh my God, that's so creepy if it has. All I know is Tani's 3 months was going to be up on Christmas Day, but I've got a session with her next week, and I worked with you both on the same week. Oh, so maybe there's the maths there. So around Christmas. So maybe it's not been 3 months. I really don't know. We could check our emails. Doesn't matter too much. It's more about if you're feeling, you'll know. You'll know whenever it is. Or whether it's even me. But um yeah, but knew it would come to like, oh you wee funny bugger you. Spirit playing with me. That's funny. Um One of the ladies from cadets is basically a counsellor, though. Essentially, oh right, okay. So there you go then. So that makes sense. So I'm glad it wasn't just like a random. She is a counsellor. Um, but you see, that is a good thing. But it's also it's you've got to be careful with it because it's like when people do that to me, it's like because again just a lot of people forget this because it's like people oh yeah psychic and shaman and whatever but I am a shamanic counselor too, so you know what I mean, it's not a parlor trick. Like people, a lot of people have done therapy with me that watch here, and actually it'll be people that tend to, well actually some people still watch but a lot of people won't be because they'll be with their twin flame or they're off doing something. um but yeah, and some of those people are on the playlist. But it's just yeah, it's just a reminder for everyone that once you go there and you start unpacking this stuff, it unravels. So make sure you've got someone to go to that with. If you're not in a place to have regular counselling, um, go to a healer every few months or go to a healer once a month. Everyone's got different, you know, things, but yeah. One of the yeah, essentially yeah, I read that bit. So NHS only offered me CBT. That's shit. Yeah. CBT doesn't work for me. It's shit because it's like all about the mind and that and writing down your thought. That didn't work for me at all. And that's what it's because it's the cheapest. I'll be honest with you, it's the cheapest. That's why they push CBT. It doesn't work for me. Um, I'm person centered, and that's what my counselor was, and that's what I need. Because it's just basically, you know, somebody that, can be present, have unconditional positive regard, they call it, or I work with unconditional, love, but, um, and boundaries, and basically it's somebody that's not your friend or family member, you know what I mean, that's rooting for you, because it does need to be someone else. Like I was just thinking about somebody close to me actually that you know, they're too close to do therapy with me kind of thing. But because I was checking in with them and it was just about the shift that they've had in their life from therapy, totally life changing, you know what I mean? There's nobody that does therapy that regrets. That's why one of my biggest things in life is I can't stand when people say that therapy doesn't work or they don't like it. Just because you've went to a shit counsellor, you can't say all counsellors or all therapy doesn't work. You were with the wrong person. You should have changed. Or you've had a break, go, you know, get another one, give someone else a shot, you know what I mean? Or maybe it's not, or maybe it's coaching you need. It's I can't say because it's different people, it's going to speak to. When I was going through divorce and homelessness, could have done with more space. Oh, actually, so did you find that helpful, Charlotte? Because with you being in the masculine energy, you might have actually found that helpful. I didn't. I didn't find that helpful at all. Um, One thing I have done is healed over my guy. Went on a date recently with someone new. New person's a friend, not romantic though. I wasn't feeling it romantically. Back on dating apps, but it sucks. Oh yeah, I have CBT too, and it was pointless for me. Yeah, yeah, you're too deep. It's CBT rarely help. I'm not going to say it doesn't help anyone, but I don't like it, and most people I connect with don't like it. But some people might find it helpful. Like, you've got to find what works for you. Do you know what I mean? You've got to find what works for you. But when you say you've healed over your guy, what does that mean? I mean, this is what I mean. Like, that's what I mean. I think, if that was, um, just remember this is coming through from your gut. So just check it. Just take on board whatever those cards said and whatever I've said. And I just feel these deeper emotions. I don't think that was a one-off. I think that's the message. Um, and just keep an eye on that. No, I didn't. Did the task just before the phone calls. Um, oh, well, well, look, guys, I'm not being funny, but that is actually what I've been channeling the collective energy. If you have let the whole thing go and you're over them, that would actually indicate that that guy wasn't that could have been. I don't know. I would have to talk to you one to one to tune in to if you're 100% dead cert, but you did seem quite strong with what you said. It could have been an illusion, a lesson, you know. But it was quite strong. But you see, that could be, this is the problem, because you've got Venus and Scorpio's hot, but because you've got Venus and Scorpio, you can get obsessed with people. You know what I mean? It's not going to be fucking, you get the hots for somebody, it's going to be big time. So, and that's what happens in the twin flame journey anyway. Oh, that'll be interesting. Whenever it is divinely timed for us to connect. But the biggest thing is the main message is you got to pour all that love into yourself. Don't look for that comfort in a guy. That's the message, whether you are a woman or a man. So, money tree, dreams come true, or same sex. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. Well, there's lots of messages about wealth coming through. So this is just I'm going into general message for people. The way I feel, I don't care what he is. Yeah, that does seem like it's cleared some kind of tie then. That's interesting too, because you're in the divine masculine energy, so you could be represented without knowing right now. That actually, wait a minute. I don't know if you watch my bigger videos. I'm not going to hold you to that because they're quite long and hardly anyone watches them. Although, can I say, I did mention this in the video film today. Why is it that my um just normal videos. Remember, my normal videos are live streams, but I mean just like, the videos that, you upload. Um, why is it that the one that was my twin flame's birthday is the last time I looked, it was sitting at two, well, on my one phone I looked on, it said 200 views, and then I looked from another phone and it said 190 views. Illusions again. But that I found that rather interesting. Is that another message that the divine masculine is their frequency's changing, you're going to get attention for how much you're changing. I just found it fascinating because it was a short video for me. And I didn't film it on the Friday, I filmed it on the Thursday. But I just felt is it, that's not a coincidence that what I said in the videos is it's just a whole load of nosy fuckers that just wanted to see what I was saying on the day that was his birthday. I don't think it was that. I feel it's something to do with frequency. Um, because I don't think it was that juicy really. I just stuck with whatever was coming through. But it's just weird. It's that's a lot of views for for the sort of cutting about the 40 mark that these videos usually get to the point where it's like is there even a point in doing these? But I do them for the people that watch them. But um but also what I'd thought about as well, less is more. Is it because I couldn't be arsed filming a video for Saturday and Sunday and people had fuck all to watch, but they wanted to watch something of mine? Like they watched the last one I done. I did think of it, there could be that too. Like people can't keep up with the videos that I do. Like and they fall asleep so they have to watch them again. You know what I mean? Or they don't have to, but you might want that's quite funny. Um Defo getting attention for changing, yeah. But I'd say that's what it is, right? Because that'd be so interesting. I now want to geek out on it. When did we talk? Did we talk about? Oh my God, shit! I think it is that. If I spoke to you around the time when that eclipse in Virgo was passing the South Node, that's when a lot of divine masculines were severing toxic ties and karmic ties and illusions. And there was a lot of people I spoke to around that time that did, they broke something off them. I don't know. I can't remember exactly when. Oh my God, I want to look now though. I think it must have been around that time. But that's what it maybe feels like what's happened here. Um, Yeah, it was the 18th of September that we spoke. Let me do the maths. That's your thing. 18th of September. Guys, that is not from my memory. That's insane. See, Beck hasn't even realised it. I'm working it out as you're saying. We spoke on the 18th. The new moon eclipse in Virgo was a few days later. So whatever it was that was activated, whatever we spoke about, all that kind of stuff, right, has been a few days into your soul retrieval. That eclipse has happened, and boom, severing toxic ties. And then effectively, you should have been getting stronger, your energy coming about. So I can't believe that. That doesn't feel like that. That's crazy. So yeah, it's actually just past 2 months since we spoke. So 3 months since we spoke would be the 18th of December. Um, but yeah, either way, it's something to do with that. And that's what I mean about if you choose to, that would be good to basically I'm not just saying you will need to because you opened that door and you done that empowerment. Especially look out for because that's now been a while again. If you feel like that's great. If you're feeling strong and stuff just now, that's great. Just look out for when you're not feeling so strong and it feels like you need, because you need another soul retrieval, basically. Because it never stops. It's not a one and done thing. Like, for instance, you heard me saying, I done soul retrieval while I was off, and then I fiercely, and I mean fiercely protected my energy. I made sure I didn't come back to work until the 3 weeks was up. Um, but I'll now need to be continuously fiercely protecting my energy and looking out for it. That's basically how it works. I've been up and down, but yes, I've been getting stronger. I've been seeing more clearly. October is when, right. Oh, so again, actually, while we're on it, just a reminder, if you were able to write something about what you've noticed, because especially because it's getting on a bit now, because you might completely forget, but you'll see what I mean. If you watch the bigger videos, what you're saying and what I can feel is actually tying up with what I'm like all the videos that I do. Like this is everything I've said and the one for today as well. People working out who's who. And I would say because you were so strongly hung up on that guy, for you to have such a change like that, and it's personal to you, that's quite a big deal. To me, that would be like the divine masculines that have been rose tinted, like whatever, pulled in by a karmic person, and then you finally wake up. You know what I mean? Um, mm, quite exciting shifts anyway. Closed doors, yeah. Look, as you're saying, October is when you finally let go. Closed doors. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. Whoever that's for, sweet success. But for someone, you're going to close the door on a job you don't enjoy and you're going to be at success following whatever you want to follow that excites you. It's not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. So stop telling yourself it's not possible. It is. And it's going to be a success. Don't know who that's for. Let's hope it's for all of us. Choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties, you're on the right track. Right. It's 1 in the morning, and oh my God, I'm pretty. That's so funny. I'll have to take a screenshot. The song, The Only Way Is Up, Baby, for you and me now, has just come on right as I'm finishing. So, yes, the only way is up, but it feels like people are needing to make scary, risky moves that are going to be worth it. It's going to be success and love and work and money. I'm working on getting what I want through hard work. Absolutely. Keep it coming. And that's just what to keep an eye on. It depends how many people you've got around you that want to tear you down. And I know that the last time we spoke, you had a lot of that. So just keep an eye. Just keep an eye for you. Keep an eye out for the signs that might be pushing you towards it's time to have a one-to-one again. Because it's always going to be the right time when you pay attention. But you are definitely in line with the collective of masculines that are waking up to. illusions and karmic soulmates, false twin flames. You're not going to believe me. That was literally, when I get off of here, that is literally, like literally the theme of today's our video that I filmed before this. The whole theme. So how if that is going to make sense to you, it'll make more sense to you than it does to me because I don't know how it fits with each. Well, I do know because I've got more of an idea when I've had because I've just got back to work and my first client will be this week. Actually, I don't know. And she wanted it, the last I spoke to her, she wanted it to be this week, but we need to work out the time zone because that's, Tini said that in public. I need to work out what's going to work for her. But um, once I've had a few more bookings and I'll be able to tune into the collective theme, I think it's going to be this, the same thing for different reasons, for different people waking up to what's real and what isn't. Interesting. Right. Wait a minute, where is that deck that would kind of back up? I mean, I don't need to back up what I'm saying. You'll see if you choose to watch the one I've just done earlier, but um is that it there? But what's funny is on the at the start of this or on the other one, I did say, oh what I'm gonna get off at 1 in the morning or something. Every time I make a joke, it's always the actual time. Um Also, more people are coming into my life than leaving at the moment. Well, that's a good thing. As long as they're, good people. Um, right. What do you want to say about this before I come off of here? So yeah, just a reminder, if anyone wants to book a session, like I said, I am available, what day is tomorrow? Yeah, I'm available tomorrow before I do oh yes, that's what it'll be as well. If somebody wants to book a set, that'll come priority before the live stream. So I might be on later if I get a last minute booking. But yeah, I'm available tomorrow from I'm going in the membership too, so I have to factor that in. What time was it? I think I was going to do that like 3:30, 4:30. So I think my first availability for a client session would be like roughly probably like from 4 UK time, maybe even 4:30. And then yeah, depending on, I would come on the live stream after I finish. Um But yeah, people don't tend to book that last minute. I don't know if the schedule even lets you do that. But just by the way, if anyone ever does want to do that and it's not on the schedule, you can always just email me and see. Just because it doesn't let you book on the thing, ask me. Um, but usually that thing's quite in line. And then Wednesday, I really should have as a day off, like not working with anyone. But provided, like, say it was like Wednesday night or something, and I've rested all day, and Wednesday was the day that suits you, I'm sure I could do Wednesday. Um, Thursday, yeah, Thursday. So basically, and I'm about Thursday. So, but this is just for anyone watching on replay, just to remind you. So, very good people. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear. Anyone that feels off in any way, I won't let them in. Good. Glad to hear it. I won't be able to book any sessions for a while. My shifts at work have dropped. Absolutely understand. Don't worry about it. What I would just like to say to you, Beck, though, is if you do get the strong nudge in the pool and you're like, oh my God, if money wasn't a factor, because I have worked with you before, just bear in mind that that's actually how I done that session with Tini. Like I broke it up into bits for her and she paid it when she was able. The cool thing about Tini is it's like she was actually I know she wouldn't mind me saying this because she wrote in her review. I'll put it in the comments actually. She was actually in between jobs, so she was out of work but she just got a job, but it was like that. So that was but she was feeling like she just really, really needed, and that's what I'm saying. Her guides were at her to book that session, and I'll let the review speak for itself. It was a very amazing review, um, and well, so much so that she's booking another session this week, or at least, before, she wanted it this week. So I don't know if that's still the same, but she wants it before Christmas anyway. So, and she'd only just found me, that week. So yeah, she joined the membership as soon as she found the channel, and she booked the session that same week or the next week, and it blew her away that much that she's raving about it every time she's on the live stream. What she might come on, I mean, she's in Australia, so the time zone's, not that great. But something it just depends. If I stay up any later, she'll be on. But um yeah, she's felt the shifts. And what we worked out as well is that there was a connection between she joined the membership and she felt the shift of me praying for her, because I pray for people every day. It doesn't matter when I'm on a live, and I've always got you in my prayers. And yeah, she felt the energy that way too. So, um, but yeah, basically for you specifically, Beck, but basically anyone that if we have connected, if it's things like that, and what's more, but if you're really feeling like I really could do with a session, but you know, I can't afford it right now or whatever, then you can pay it up. And yeah, because that's what Tani done. And then she was able to pay it back quicker anyway, because I don't know, I think the job started or whatever. But it's probably because of what we said. She probably started attracting money, because that is what happens to me. So it's so it's but yeah. I can't do that with you if I don't fucking know you and I've never done a session, because you could be anyone and you could be about to do a runner. I've had that happen in the past too. Gotta be careful with that one. But if it's those of you that feel a strong pull to me, and you know there's valid reasons for it, then just communicate with me. Don't leave yourself struggling, especially because it's just especially just because of what I've picked up on with the cards here. Um, but oh damn, still need to write that. If don't worry about it, but write it before you forget what happened. Especially because I could see there's been shifts here. The biggest one being there. That seems like quite a big shift with how stuck you were on that guy. Um, how close to Christmas do you do sessions? Um, well, I think from what we've just worked out on this, I was going to be having the last one-to-one session on the 19th, but now that I'm doing that challenge, um, I think my last day will be the 12th, so that's yeah, only a couple of weeks away. But to be honest though, this depends, because I think I will be in holiday mode. Do you know what I mean? Because the new moon is on the 20th. Um, oh yeah, wait a minute. This is so weird. This is a timeline jump to when I done that 5 years ago, because it was my new moon then too. I mean, I think it's because it's always this time of year, but that's quite interesting. So it's yeah, my new moon, because I'm Sag moon on the 20th, and then it quickly goes into Capricorn moon. That's basically a month from now. That's crazy, isn't it? It feels like it's closer. Um, And then Monday, Mediumship Monday anyway, I usually just do a live stream. I don't work with clients. And then, yeah, Tuesday and Christmas Eve is an Aquarius moon. So there is a chance, like if someday, like if it needed to be like the 21st, like I could do it, you know what I mean? But I mean, it really just depends. I just don't know until I get closer to the time. So, but that's generally what it's looking like, is now that I'm doing the challenge, I have to preserve my energy for that. So yeah, definitely book a session, book the session for what you've heard me say there, guys, because I'll be just, getting into Christmas mode. Um, right. What else do we need to know from this? You can just email me, but yeah, I think I'll be back to it quite soon in the January. I'll be back to work on the 5th. Pretty sure about that. Unless like it's always just I don't know until we get in it. But because the 5th, the Monday, is a Leo moon, pretty sure I'll just want to come back, say Happy New Year on the 5th. Um, let your light shine, harmonize. We're cracking the code here. That fits with what I'm saying about. It's interesting that the video that I put out on his birthday is got the most views that I've had in a long time on a standalone video. And it's not like I said, there wasn't anything riveting in it that I can remember. Like, I'm not going to watch it back again to see why, you know what I mean? Who knows? I just think it's the frequency. Um, and then you're saying you're getting more attention as well. Let your light shine. There's a shift in the masculine, and I feel it's because you're releasing karmic soul ties or being hooked on the wrong person. Someone was hooking into your energy. Friends, family, lovers, and now your energy is coming back. And now, look, Holy Grail Union. So now the masculine is free from the toxicity. You're ready for union. For other people, it's more about, like for you specifically, Beck, this is about you pouring your own love into yourself, being in inner union, and that attracts the right person. Receive the gift. But for some people, you've done the work and it's time to receive the gift because you've released the toxicity, past life healing. Yeah, I feel a lot of you, and that could have been why, whatever that pull was to that guy, it was definitely a strong past life connection. But like I'm saying, that's the trouble with you, Venus and Scorpios, because remember, my twin flame's that too. I said that weird, but Venus and Scorpio, it's deep, but deep, great way. But you've said this before too, Beck, but when you get caught up with the wrong folk, it's dark. Um, and you could be pulled into a dark place and pulled down. So, um, but it's fucking hot when you're in the good energy of it. Especially when you're on the receiving end. So, feminine twin activating higher self. Yeah, I feel the love of the true divine feminine is lifting the masculine up and through the darkness. Because you see how it's like, even what I'm saying here, I do that energetically for my own masculine, right? But he's got to do his part and wherever he's at, and we'll leave him, that's his business. But it's kind of like that's what I do for the masculine male and females and divine feminines, but it's mostly I attract divine masculine male and females to balance you into your feminine and to free you from where you're stuck. And so that's what it feels like, with you. It's like you've had a strong tie, a past life tie, and it's been so confusing. Oh my God, I swear to God, this is the exact same energy that I channeled earlier. It's exact same, because I even went on about past lives, and then I pulled out the card that was like, I've known you before in a past life. This isn't our first time meeting. Oh, it's the same energy. I think you need to watch that one. Um, Reprogram your soul, release, raise, and reclaim. Rebirth. Rebirth's come out, tons in this. Personal freedom unleashed. Breakthrough, processing karmic debris. But I think that's just saying this is people processing the karmic things that have been released. I don't want to work with that deck anymore. What I want to do is I want to end on it. I need a P now. So I want to end it on. Well, actually, I feel like for the rest of the people that might resonate with that, what I ran because I wasn't ready for you. And I can't go another day without you. So yeah, it is given that kind of energy. I ran because I wasn't ready for you and I wasn't ready for this. Therefore, I wanted to be in something that was less intense or just not be with one person in general. For some people, it's like, being in something that wasn't the twin flame. For other people, it's, not being with anyone in particular. But yeah, now it's very intense and I can't go another day without you. And they will never compare to you. And I regret what I did. So they're telling you right there. I mean, it's very, like I said, this is very much this conjunction, and this came out in the shorts that I done towards the end of last week. Unfortunately, it is, and I was going to use the word settling, and I stopped myself, but it's, yeah, this person settled for something far less than what they wanted. Now, it doesn't mean that doesn't need to reflect on whoever they've chosen or however many people. It's just, it was settling, like it didn't scare them. It didn't put the frighten the bejesus out of them because it wasn't real love. Um, there was something else, like an addiction or, something you can just be fancying someday, but that all fizzles out when it's not real. I regret what I did to you. But if that resonates, this person really regrets the grass wasn't greener. The grass could have been covered in shite kind of thing, do you know what I mean? Or the grass is like fake astroturf. The grass was not greener. Um Right. Side note, I would love to know who the heck views my Insta almost every day for like a year. Kind of fits in with running or hiding. But does it not? I mean, God, I've been off Instagram for, I'm not even kidding you. I ditched my personal one 10 years ago. And I said this not long ago, but kind of embarrassed for some people that were trying to, like, there were some people from my past that were trying to add me on my personal Instagram that I literally ditched 10 years ago. Like, and the thing is, it was people that I was already, I know when I left it that I was already friends with them. So if people think I'm actually going to lower my standard, I don't know what to call it, but like, so excuse me, you were actually my Instagram friend and you were my actual friend at one point, but at some point you've decided to unfollow me. Who knows when that was? And now you're asking to be my friend again, and we're not actually real friends. Why would I want to be friends with you on Instagram when I've not been on that for 10 years? Like, riddle me that. I just think it was somebody spying on me, and but it wasn't just spying. Because you know it does, it sends you, I don't know if people realize this, but because I didn't delete it and I just logged out of it, it'll send me emails. It hasn't, please don't do it again. It hasn't sent me emails for ages, but when there was a few people looking at my pictures, it sent me emails from like people from my past that like, do you want to be this person's friend? It's clearly because they're looking at, I don't know, they must have been nosing at something. It was weird. But this wasn't just that, it was a request. And I thought, is that person just trying to get my attention? Like they know I've not been on. It's fucking weird. But it's because it's people don't have my number. You know, that's how much I fucking transcended and shifted. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you shouldn't just give your number out to everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like the people who've got my number, the people that want to have my number. And it's not that many people. Fuck's sake, this'll give you an insight. This is quite funny and brutal. My own fucking cousin didn't have my number until the other week there when I went out for the meal. And it's just because when I got my new number, I wasn't, you know, I didn't talk to her that often, and I just didn't send it to you. If I didn't talk to you very, I didn't send it, and so I would have put a lot of people's noses out. Not a lot of people, but the ones I do feel bad about is some of my younger friends that I would still, if I saw them, well, on my end, if I saw them in the street, I would you know, feel a lot of love and warmth and but you know, I might get people being a bit funny with me because I didn't send it up. But again, it was if we probably hadn't spoken ages. Uh, I just wanted to start again, basically. Um, so you know, and I tend to think, you know, that it's people have got all their different reasons. People that are really a real friend would understand that. That if you're not practically talking all the time, you know, there's not a lot of point in. But I just didn't want WhatsApp. That's really what I wanted rid of. It was fucking annoying when you've taken pictures and shit and that. I'm going to get it back at some point, but I'll probably get it back next year at some point. But I just, yeah, that was my reason. Too much energy. Too much. It's too much picking up people's energy. WhatsApp, I just couldn't stand because I was sitting in stagnant groups with people that, and none of us were talking. It's like just awkward. It's like being in a physical room where nobody's talking. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like that's an energy drainer. That could be draining people's energy. Somebody needs to take that on board. Get all the empty fuck if you're doing that. That's people, you know, it's a waste of energy. Um, it now gives analytics. I just wish it was so so I've had a bunch of people remove me and they usually come back. Best to keep those people away. Yeah, keep them away. That's what I'm saying. In my case, that one confused me because it was like someone that I knew in the past that was following me. Literally not spoke to them for years. One of the people that went just fucking weird on me in the pandemic. But even before that, and then they're trying to add me. It's like, you know, maybe they were trying to get in touch to tell me something, but I'll find out one day, you know, if I'm wrong about that and they were trying to fucking do me if it then, you know, I'm prepared to be wrong, but I just thought it was a bit weird. Um, but yeah. I'm the same with holding back my number. Yeah, it should be. I've always been that way. I'm very serious. I've got Saturn and Scorpio. I've never, not never, but like I've said before, I've not been one to just casually back and forwards WhatsApp or text guys. Like, you know, the whole time I acted like I was fucking married. Like I'd never mind a boyfriend. Like I just didn't do that. Um, And the very few times I made the mistake of doing that, and I saw why I wasn't meant to do it because I just was like, I was falling and I was talking them too much. You know what I mean? I was talking them like I talk to my best pal. Like I talk, look how I talk to fucking YouTube for fuck's sake. But you know what I mean? That's no safe. I'm protected by God in lots of strange ways. Believe me, whatever my fucking twin flame's been up to out there all these years, it's better that I'm just doing this. Because fuck knows what kind of dodgy blokes I would have been caught up with had I been, you know what I mean? I'm not even kidding. The one big karmic lessons I had was enough for me, thanks. And then the karmic fucking bullshit that me and my real twin flame, there's not going to be a fucking awakening of me like, oh my God, sorry guys, it's not him. Well, it's definitely him. It's definitely him. But, right. What are we going to end this on? What card? Give me one for the feminine, one for the masculine. Flow, exactly. Feminine, be in your flow. Do your thing. Listen to your guides, listen to your power animals, listen to your loved ones in spirit. The masculine's awfully happy about something. We'll need to wonder what that is. This has also got a 21 on it, so the 20. Oh, the synchronicities are still not ending. Could this please just stop? It's over now. The 21st, so Friday could have been significant. The very end of Scorpio season for the feminine, you know, you could have had huge rebirth moments, phoenix rising moment, or this is your phoenix rising moment, baby. So if you sank low, guess what? You're rising. Step into it. You just watched me get into it actually, because I wasn't feeling the shift. I was feeling like I wasn't feeling really bad, but I wasn't feeling really good. And like I said, today was just a slow start. And yeah, just, you know, a bit of a slow start, but you know, just sort of doing that. And it'll help me more when I watch it back too, like that. I enjoyed that because, like I said, it was all the stuff that I was writing down, but it's much better. Like I just when I'm talking and user, even though user talking on the chat, you saw how it works. Everyone learns differently, and that was way more productive than, which is why Charlotte mentioned the body doubling thing. I found that way more helpful than me writing, but it was both because if I hadn't wrote the stuff down, then I've had, I wouldn't have been able to tie it together as quickly, but right, so delight. So yes, the 14th of December is significant. So that 12/12 portal for the masculine is very significant. So this could tie back to the Capricorn 10th house reading that I'd done before this, where there was a strong message of communication. Well, communication, but it feels like more than that. It feels like communication and actually physically meeting up for whoever resonate with that message, which don't put yourself in that collective if it's not you, you'll soon find out basically. But delight, I would say, you know, there's the masculine's happy about something. So let's read these cards because I've got what I've got from the card, but I'm intrigued especially to see what that one's about. So for the feminine, we've got flow. And this, oh, and I opened up at the book too. This can be the masculine's feminine side, but it's the divine feminine, male or female, and the masculine's feminine side, male or female. It's time to let go. You're entering a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Oh my God. It's got to be perfect. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. You're not staying stuck, standing waiting at the bus stop for your masculine to get on the bus with you. You're like, see you later, I'm getting on the bus, you can catch whatever one you're getting on. Let's hope you catch up to me. Do you know what I mean? I've waited long enough, I'm off. You know what I mean? I'm ascending. And these moments never stop, by the way. It's just funny the way I describe it. When you're in a state of flow, you aren't pushing the river to go faster and you aren't swimming against it. You just let go of the shore and enjoy the ride. A Native American saying is that it's best to ride with a horse in the direction that it's going. Oh my God. Guess what next year is? Year of the horse. The fire horse specifically. So, and that's quite interesting because when I was getting my sage, I was very called to get a deck especially for next year. So I'm sure you can imagine what that deck is about, but we will do that into no, February, because it's February. If you aren't feeling this, oh, and also how crazy is this? The very last session that I done before having my holidays, um, the person that I done that session with, her power animal was a horse. Now, I'm not sure if that woman actually knew that um, prior to us doing, she might have, but there's a chance she might not have. It was just when I asked for the animal to come forward, that's what came through. So, but that feels significant. That's not a coincidence that the last person, which that's the last person I work with because I've only just got back into work with clients. Um, so it'll be interesting what the power animal is for the next person I work with this week. We'll already know if it's to me, it's the panther, but and then that see the connection between my new like my dressing gown being like a panther because that's like well, I'm saying panther, that's her one. I connect with the black panther too, but it's more the jaguar for me and like leopards and stuff like that. But panther too, big black cat energy with that family. Um, so, if you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're trying to control situations in your life or you're being self-critical or judgmental. That word came up loads in the video I done earlier. The way, or maybe it was alive. The way to move into flow is through gratitude and appreciation and by allowing others to support and help you. Oh, wow. And then see the synchronicity of I've just admitted that freely there that I wrote all this down. I had the ideas but I can't, it's not like I can. I could come up, but it's much better to ask the community, what is it you want? And the only thing that seems to be coming through, I mean, it could be because it's Capricorn Moon, but it does feel like it is, it's a mixture of people wanting to go into business or your business is stuck or like New Earth business. That's what I would say. That's what I'm a New Earth business coach, and I've helped loads of other people be that. I actually helped one woman that, like, I'm sure that's pretty much all she's doing now. I've lost touch with her. I don't know if she tunes into here, but that is she was good at that because she was Capricorn Moon. She had just all the energy for it, and I was actually see I saw it long before she was doing it, so that's why I'm more than certain she will be doing that now. Um, and the glory of the universe flows through me. So yeah, whatever you get from that. But yeah, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, seems to be the message here. So if you're trying to do everything all by yourself, the big message here is don't, you know, find people that can help you shoot the shit, that you can work this shit out. Or find a person. Right, so thank you for being my peoples. So, delight. This is the masculine card, but it can also be the feminine masculine side. I delight in everything in my world, and divine joy fills me. That also fits with how I'm saying, wow, I feel really excited about that ideal now. That is definitely what to focus on. Um, and just let the rest flow. I'm not my words are going now. I'm not in control of how that challenge goes and whether anybody buys anything at the end of it. But what I know is I'll have fun doing it. And if you have fun doing it and it helps you, if you're not in a position to invest, you will later. Oh, there's Charlotte. She's still here. Um, clap your. I'm very impressed, Charlotte. You're still awake. So, clap your hands with joy and let your inner child play. Oh, that's already come through in the one from earlier and it's spilling into this. Be silly or play hooky. Don't know what that is. Does anyone know what that is? And take a day off. This isn't the time to buckle down and get to work. This is when you should be madcap and spontaneous, have fun. That's really cool because it's Aquarius moon tomorrow. Um, oh, fucking, I went to December. It's Aquarius moon. Yeah, after it's 10:15 in the morning UK time, so whatever that is for you. So Aquarius moon is expect unexpected. So maybe you're having a spontaneous day off or something. Your spirit guardians are delighted when you're filled with childlike wonder, joy, and exuberance. When just one person experiences true delight, this joyous energy radiates outward like ripples in a pool. Oh my God, isn't that just what happened earlier? Like, it just makes sense to me that when I'm facilitating this, like, it's not my collective, it's our collective, but the people that connect with me, Soul Family, you'll be able to feel my excitement about this. I'll channel it in the videos, the live streams, and that's what we need. The other one, it's not great if I'm like, I'm not fussed about doing that. I wasn't, because that's the truth. I wasn't fussed about doing it. I was when it was going to be on the full moon in Aries, but when we didn't do it then, the moment it passed. So they're teaching everybody something about this. We're all gaining from this when you tap into that excitement. Um, this is actually the message from earlier too. There was a card, Universal Love. It feels like Christ consciousness, kind of, but it's more than that. It's like this is going to raise people's frequency. So reaching even the farthest, shortest shores of humanity. That's the joyous ripples. Your pleasure can rejuvenate you and can have a powerful healing effect on others. Just like me doing that live stream when the Scotland game was on, contributed to them winning. I was sending them good energy. All the people in Scotland sending them good energy. We all done a wee bit to help them win. I don't know why it doesn't work any other time, mind you, but next time they've got a big gain, I'll make sure I'm doing a live stream. I'm not joking, I will. Um, I'm up waiting for the washing machine, making sure we've got what we need for tomorrow. Right, what I'm thinking is, see, before I go, I think I should try to see what the switch in the membership is. I'm looking over numerous notes and ideas I've had before, feeling inspired from tonight. It's like, oh yeah, glad. See, this is what I mean. I do feel that. I'm getting loads of feelings about when people watch this back on on the replay. You'll have your own epiphanies and stuff because people can get that through anything I'm talking about, but because that's the way the energy went, yeah, because I'm looking forward to watching this back too. Um, okay, so that's this over. So thank you, and yes, if you want to book your own specific mediumship reading, I think there's unlisted options and there is live stream options. Well, live Zooms. Um, which aren't the same as regular sessions. So make sure that that is all you're wanting. Amazing as it is, because it wouldn't be all the other stuff that I do. Although it's always healing energy. Um, but yeah, regular sessions are there, and so I'll stop posting about the Power Animal Workshop because I just quite frankly don't want to work on Sunday. But it's and we've just worked it out. So thank you for that. And but yeah, do look out for me running it in January if you want to do it. So yeah, just for the quickest, shortest time, I'm just going to see, I don't know if it'll even work, but let's see if I could switch from public to private. Members only live stream. Schedule your live to switch to members only. So right, bye everyone in public and I will be back channeling Aquarius and the 11th house energy. So that's expect unexpected, shock surprises, community actually. So we're already going in to talk about it. I'm going to turn the telly off now. And the House of Making a Wish, networking. That came through. All that all came through in the one earlier. So, and if I stop filling about my hair, it won't be greasy. I don't know whether I'll leave it straight or curl it. I'll leave that. I'll just procrastinate about that before I go to my bed. Yeah, and now I'm going to test that thing out. So, yes, sleep well, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow if you're joining me. I don't know what time. I really don't know what time. We'll just see. It'll be a wee surprise. So, see if I see you. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to see. Members only live stream. All channel members starts in 5 minutes. Let's make it start in a minute. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. Schedule a time and your live stream will switch to members only. Just the members at the level you choose will be able to keep watching. Non-members can become members to join the fun. Well, that's a bit. I don't know, there's something not a bit shitty about that. Okay, so this is quite exciting. Let's see what happens. This might not work, but if this works, I'm going to be so excited you've no idea. Because I usually can't live stream to the members area from my laptop. This will make my life a lot easier. Usually they have to put up with me fucking putting the phone against books and boxes and the laptop and then like, oh, hurry up, minute pass. I just want to see what happens. Maybe I'm actually going to go on my other phone to see what happens. How exciting. Oh, The freeze frame. Wait a minute. This is not a good outfit. I could see already on it. It's fine, and it's froze me. It's fucking done me dirty. Um, where am I? There I am. Let's see what happens. It says get excited. 1 minute until members only. You'll be redirected automatically. Ah, because you're a member. Right.